All right, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Sweet. If you need it to be louder, you're number 2 here. That's your listening volume, and then speaking volume there.
Sounds good.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Nishanik, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's going to sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A Wpial champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for 2.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good!
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here!
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grab. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Away from him, right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from Rich Need Balla Field in Industry, Pennsylvania. High school football here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. An afternoon game, Saturday afternoon game, as the Western Beaver Golden Beavers host the Mohawk Warriors. This afternoon's broadcast at lcsportsnet.com and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. It's brought to you by MVP Insurance, by Maley Chiropractic, by Newcastle Transit Authority, by the Red Zone, by Penn Ohio Bottled Water, by Medora Bonner Law, by Gem Builders Incorporated, by Works in Progress Paint Services, by Pontius Insurance, by Joseph's Marketplace, by the Crane Room Grill, by Firefly Solar, the City Rescue Mission, Specialty Cookies from Laurie Heights, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Mohawk Education Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Senior Day here at Industry. Senior Day, not senior night. Back-to-back Saturday games for Western Beaver here at home. They'll be on the road the rest of the way here in the stretch run. But a big game we have here. Both teams, Mohawk and Western Beaver, 4-2 overall, 3-1 in MAC conference play. They sit one game behind Elwood City. So the winner of this one, the inside track to be potentially the second team out of the MAC, maybe a chance still at sharing a conference crown. I'm James Dotson here for the fun. On Senior Day, we have the number 5 balloon already floating away from the 2025. That's not the most special thing going on. We got a special guest here joining us today. Mr. Manny Retord is joining us on the broadcast. Manny, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a blessing to be here. I've been wanting to do it with you for a while now, and you know, just to be able to get on a Mohawk game, Mohawk versus Western Beaver, a great game that we're going to have here today. And, you know, Western, you know, having their Saturday games kind of gives you that almost college football effect here today. So.
Yeah, it does feel weird having that Saturday afternoon games, but I guess you get used to it more than anything. And sometimes you have the fear of, as a team not used to playing on Saturdays, Manny, that you got to, you know, you change the routine. You got to get up early. And what was the school situation yesterday? Was it a half day or?
Yeah, so we had a half day, but they got Monday off. They got Monday off, and then they practiced as if Tuesday was Monday, and then a walkthrough yesterday, then the team dinner. So that's how everything changes, and then Who knows? I'm not really sure how they might do film Monday, having Sundays off, and might do film a little early.
Oh, we're going to step aside as we try to figure out what's going on with some technical difficulties, of course.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Congratulations to our September LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Elwood City Boys Golf as the September LCAP Team of the Month after finishing 15-0 undefeated in the regular season for the first time since 1979. Congratulations to Coach Sam Berry and the Elwood City Golf Team, our September LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's tennis double duo Giada Capabianco and Maddie Arrow as the September Red Zone Female Athletes of the Month after winning the section's championship. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Wilmington's Santino Tascano as the September Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for winning the District 10 championship in golf. Congratulations and best of luck to Neshannock's Maddie Arrow and Giada Capabianco and Wilmington's Santino Tascano, the September Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Back here at Rich Need Ball Field, just a few minutes away from kickoff. 12:30 kickoff. It's a special Saturday presentation here for some action in the Class 2A Midwestern Athletic Conference. Let's take a look at those standings here of what we have going on in the MAC. Elwood City, again, with now a 7-0 record. Manny, how about this? That's the first time, a little before you were born. 1944, the last time that Elwood City started 7-0. It's just great for the entire, all of Lawrence County to have them doing what they're doing.
Yeah, so Elwood, it seems like this was what they've been doing for the last couple of years. You know, we went there and they gave us a fight last year, and it seems like they've been building this team. And now they got all these. Now they're all seniors now, so it's all veterans on this team. And you know, Elwood, great football program over there. They get after it. And you know, I watched the Riverside game last night, and that Elwood defense is something else. You know, when they get into the playoffs, and you know, those linebackers, it just seems like. It seems like they're wherever the ball's at, and they're always making plays.
It's crazy, too, because in a way you think almost Elwood City is like a year behind what Mohawk was. That great senior class last year from Mohawk. There was a lot of questions what this Mohawk team would be this year with a lot of new bodies, especially on the offensive line, and they came out guns a-blazing right from the get-go. It also helps when you have, well, the all-time leading receiver in Mohawk history moving to quarterback. Bobby Fadden has been a nice adjustment in the last 2 weeks especially, Manny. Keeping control of the ball, not turning it over.
Yes, and you know, Bobby had that issue early on with the interceptions and stuff, but I've noticed Bobby had to take on the role of becoming a leader real quick because, you know, when he was a receiver, he was out there and, you know, his cousin's throwing him the ball and it's all fun. But, you know, Bobby is now a veteran on this team, this young team, and I've noticed Bobby having to step up and making sure his guys are on point and, like, you know, when their heads are down, something's going wrong, Bobby's there to be like, hey, we're good, we'll go out and we'll get him next drive, you know?
Yeah, you talk about the linebackers that Elwood City has. You got a pretty good one in Jackson Chapman leading the way on this defense, which, again, a Mohawk defense that has been kind of like last year, though. Bend don't break at times, but they get the job done.
Yeah, Chapman, he played well, Jackson Chapman, he played in the shadows of kind of his older brother Alex, but Jackson, he's just fierce off the ball. Like, he doesn't care who's in front of him. He's going to get to the quarterback, get to the running back, and you'll see him. He'll start on our side of the field and make his way over to the other side just to make a tackle, and that's what you want. That's definitely what you want.
Yeah, Coach McCutcheon said it over and over again, and he thinks he should have been a conference all-conference player from a year ago. We're going to step aside one more time. We come back. We'll have our starting lineup, our keys to the game, and opening kickoff here from Western Beaver. Golden Beavers against the Warriors here in a moment on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
We thank Axe Transportation. We didn't have an official Axe pregame interview today. We didn't get a chance to talk to Coach McCutcheon officially. But Axe is here to get you there. Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service, open to the public. They take people to work, play, and anywhere they want to go. Call 724-652-5588 for more information. And my goodness, it does feel like a Saturday when I hear my alma mater, Penn State alma mater, the Western Beaver adopted alma mater, being played here this afternoon at Rich Needball Field. And if that name sounds familiar, Rich Needball, 31-year head coach here at Western Beaver. His son, Kim Needball, the Union head coach, who got his first head coaching gig with the U and took him to a Wpial championship. So the Needball of blood runs big here in Beaver and Lawrence County. Yep. It's fun to hear the familiar names for sure here. And again, a lot of familiar names that do come back from this Mohawk team that went further than any Warriors football team in history. Yes, you lose J. Michael Rona, your all-time leading passer, leading basically every passing stat in team history. You lose a great set on the offensive line. You mentioned Alex Chapman, obviously with the Justin Boston running the football as well, but it's been a next man up mentality, and we didn't get a chance to talk about one of the top scorers because it's not just catching the ball, but also using the leg. Blake Logan has been a pleasant surprise in all facets this year.
Yeah, I figured that's what happened because last year you had 3 receivers. You had Bobby, you had Dante, and you had Blake, and they were both getting yards and touchdowns, and I knew as soon as Bobby had to go to quarterback and Dante graduated, it was going to be Blake. And coming out that first game at Neshannock, Blake had one of his best games there, and then they had him, and he became the kicker after the great Josh Wilkins, and he's down at YSU now, he's kicking for them. But yeah, Blake's done a great job kicking, and we always knew he had that leg, and that's why he was out there as a punter last year. But he's been hitting 30-plus yard field goals, and that's what you want out of your kicker.
8 out of 9 field goals on the year, including a 40-yarder. Yes, and I believe the 8 field goals in a year is already a Mohawk single-season record, which is, again, when you had Josh Wilkins, that's
yeah,
pretty
but
surprising.
then you also had that offense last year that you didn't have to. Josh was just hitting extra points.
But that is true. That makes a big difference. It's another extra weapon out there as we see the teams making their way out onto the field. It did rain overnight here. The field, though, in very good condition when I was walking down there earlier today. It's going to be a big battle, obviously, between these two teams. We were talking about before we got on the air, Manny, whoever wins in the trenches is going to be the team that has the biggest advantage in this one.
Yes.
Mohawk loves to run the football. They've done it very well this year. Western Beaver has not run the ball very well, but they have a dynamic quarterback as well.
Oh, yes. The reigning MAC player of the year.
Yeah, and as a freshman.
As a freshman, yeah. And they're going to come out here and try to pass. And I was telling you earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if Mohawk dropped some more guys into zone coverage because they don't want to give up the big explosive play. They want to make them try to run the football and go the length of the field.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game here, Manny. Your works in progress, keys to the game. We just talked about it there. Mohawk wanted to pound the ball and protect the ball. Again, turnovers early. They have done a better job of holding on to the football, not giving short fields. You can't give a short field to a team as offensively talented as Western Beaver. And the new names stepping up, we talked about it. We know what Bobby Fadden's going to do. We know Sam List and and company, what they're going to do. Who's going to be the new name? A couple weeks ago was Connor Hart making a big touchdown reception. Corey Fennell's had a couple of big plays. Who's going to be that new name today that we may not be thinking of and talking about that can make the play? That's what Mohawk needs, is that unsung hero. And there are a couple guys who are coming back this week, you said, that are going to make a big difference.
Yep. Joey Nail coming back. Landon Ardro's coming back. Landon Ardro's a great press corner. And then Joey Nail, we were talking about Chapman not getting that all-conference last year. Joey Nail was one of those guys that didn't get that all-conference last year. And he's got a little bit of chip on his shoulder coming off that knee injury. You'll see that brace on his left knee, but I don't think that's stopping him today in one of these big games. Adrenaline's going to be going.
For Western Beaver, got to start quickly. They had to play from behind most of the game last week against Elwood City. It was a 26-20 defeat for Western Beaver, so I think them getting started early. Obviously, when you're talking about keys, you got to talk about Key and Peel. I don't know if that's too old for you there, Manny, for the Key and Peel references, but Javen Peel, again, such a dynamic quarterback, the all-conference player of the year last year, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. But I think the big one is finished drives. They had 5 drives against Elwood City that stalled in the red zone without points. They need to go all the way into the end zone if they're going to be successful, not only today, but the rest of the year. But that's also a testament. We talked about Elwood's defense. Mohawk has done that. They did a lot through the playoffs last year.
Yep.
Red zone battles are going to be key.
Yeah, one of the big ones was right before half there. Western Beaver marched down the field. Great catch there right before that, and they couldn't get the ball in the end zone before half, and that just hurts because you could have went to the locker room with momentum. Instead, you went in with a failed drive,
And it ended up being Elwood City controlled down the stretch as the captain's out there for the ceremonial coin toss. Sam List, Connor Hart, Blake Logan, and Jackson Chapman, the captains there for the Warriors. Jaden Bishop, Chris Kirkland, Jackson Liller, and Dennis Harris, the starters for Western Beaver. And Western Beaver in those black uniforms, they have won the toss and received. They want to get that offense out onto the field right away. By the way, again, those keys to the game brought to you by Joe Wright at Works in Progress Paint Services. Give them a call to discuss your next painting project at 724-714-4294. Let's look at those crane room starting lineups. Grab a seat at the bar, the dining room, the loft, outside on the patio. Plenty of room for you at the crane room. We'll start with that offense here for Western Beaver. Again, Javen Peel. Braden Mayo is the leading rusher, only 156 yards. Again, a testament to, while they don't run the ball much, but they use the screen game as kind of a pseudo-rushing attack. You'll also see Wyatt Sparbani in the backfield as well. 4 wide receiver sets, Aiden Vula, Chris Kirkland, Jaden Bishop, and Carter Marshall. And the offensive line projected starters, Jackson Liller, Aiden Hall, Tyson Davis, Dennis Harris, and Blaine Clislup. We will get the Mohawk defense here after the kickoff. What's the biggest thing in your mind, Manny, though, for today, for any team's success playing on a Saturday afternoon especially?
Make the adjustment quick. It's going to start off feel a little weird playing. It's almost going to feel like a scrimmage. Make the adjustment quick. Find a rhythm to the game. As soon as you find a rhythm to the game, you could go with that. Win the battle in the trenches like we talked about. I think that's who's going to come out with the win, is who wins the battle in the trenches. But also, as a team, Mohawk, they usually do better when they come out firing. And they got to come out firing. They can't start slow. And, they started slow against Beaver Falls, and that game didn't end up. It was a little scary, 7-0 going into half.
Yeah.
And they started fast against Union, and you see how that game turned out. So I think Mohawk needs to start fast coming into this game.
Mohawk band has made their trip down here to Industry. They'll be kicking off in the white uniforms, red pants. Again, the all-black uniforms with the purple and gold numerals for Western Beaver.
Andrew Lloyd's out there. They pulled him right out of the classroom. Knew he used to play soccer, and now he's kicking the ball for the Warriors on kickoff.
And how do you attack this? Because you have some dynamic returners.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a squib kick to start this game.
Yeah.
Mohawk's dialed it in a little bit throughout the game, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a squib.
So Andrew Lloyd ready to boot it away with the left foot, and we are just about underway. Second place currently
on the line.
on the line here in the MAC. And there is a low ground ball kick. It's going to be taken at the 16-yard line, coming from far to the near side, and then gobbled up there on the return. Making the hit was Donald White. The return man there, number 28, was Bryce Atkins. So 1st and 10 for this dynamic Western Beaver offense.
Yep. Yeah, they still got the ball out to great field position to start the drive, but, you know, I think that's really what Mohawk wanted. They didn't want a big explosive play there, and that's what happened.
We'll get the Mohawk defense here after this first down play. Some confusion already. They go to a 5 wide receiver set. Javen Peel, again, just a sophomore. Granted eligibility after he transferred and then transferred back within a couple of weeks, and already a penalty. And it looks like a false start right off the bat, and you got to stay in front of the sticks no matter what. That's not a good start for Western.
Yeah, I can already see the Mohawk linebackers. They're dropped back into coverage a little bit, and that's what I think they're expecting is Western Beaver to try to pass the ball this first drive.
So 1st and 13 now to start today. Handoff up the middle, not a lot of room. Undercut almost immediately, and right off the bat, guess who's back?
That's Joey Nail. Got the hardware on the left knee, but he was in there real quick.
2-yard gain for Wyatt Sparbaney on 1st down after that 1st down penalty.
That has to feel great too, coming off injury, getting your first tackle. Now you're loosening up a little bit.
You'll see him, Cody Falk, Connor Hart there at the linebacker position. Cass Stratton, Sam List, Blake Logan, Bobby Fadden in the secondary. Chapman, Monaco, Sumi, Radminski, and Rozak there on the defensive line. Throw out to the far side, losing his footing, trying to come back to the play was the intended receiver. That was Kurtwan Moore. 3rd down and long here on the first drive here for Western.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of confusion there by the Mohawk DBs. You see number 10, Corey Fennell, talking it up with Bobby Fadden, and it looked like they just left that guy in the flat there.
Now, you kind of alluded to it, though. If you get beat underneath, not a huge deal. You can't allow the big play to this Western Beaver offense. 3rd down and 13 here on the opening drive of the game. High snap from Peel. Pumps, he's going to look down the near sideline, one-on-one coverage over the top, and it's going to be out of the reach of the intended target, Chris Kirkland. How about that? Blake Logan, step for step, right with him.
Yep, that's what you want out of your DBs right there, staying with them and make them have to make the hard catch.
So Western will go 3 and out. It's going to be Hart and Logan deep to receive.
Yeah, that's a little, they're 2 different guys back there. Connor's going to catch the ball and try to run right through you. Blake's going to try to make you miss. So we'll see who they kick it to here.
With the stands, only with stands on the home side, so we've got both bands going at it on one to our right and one to our left. Nice and loud up here as we're on the roof, and this one's going to be angled towards the near sideline, and getting out of the way is one of the gunners there, Maddox Flew. And it's going to be down at about the 33-yard line. So a punt of about 20 yards, and we'll see the Mohawk offense. So we'll take a look at their starters. Again, brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Bobby Fadden, just shy of 900 yards on the year, 7 touchdowns, 8 picks. Also has 4 rushing touchdowns on the year. Sam List, Cass Stratton, a nice 1-2 punch in the backfield. Connor Hart, Jackson Chapman, the tight ends. Blake Logan, Corey Fennell at wide receiver. Joey Nail also back in the fold as well. Dan Monaco, Dylan Sumi, Franklin Kelly, John Leghorn, and Braden Redsminski on the offensive line. Mark it at the 33, 1st and 10.
Yeah, the defensive drive couldn't go any better to start the game. Let's see what the offense can do here for the Warriors.
Pistol set, and they're going to go quick pass to the far side. It's going to be deflected, popped in the air, and it's going to be down incomplete. Dangerous as it popped up, but somebody on defensive line there got the hands up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, a dangerous play to start the game. I figured they'd just run the ball, but trying to catch Western Beaver off guard there and trying to pass.
On that defensive line, I believe it might have been Dennis Harris who got the hands up. You'll see him, C.J. Smith, Don Brooks, Eli Cooper along the defensive line. Braden Mayo, Jackson Liller, Wyatt Sparbaney at the linebacker position. Chris Kirkland, Jaden Bishop, Bryce Atkins expected in the secondary. 2nd down and 10. They will hand it off this time. Not a lot of room at all. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it for Sam List. First man in was Jackson Liller.
Liller and C.J. Smith on the tackle.
So after Western Beaver had a 3rd down and long, you're going to see the same here now for Mohawk. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, we'll see what we'll see what Coach Dickie Robb draws up here for the Warriors. If I had to guess, it'd be a pass play, but.
Well, third down, 3 receivers to the right, Chapman as well as Ardro and Logan on the right side of the formation here on 3rd and 10. Fadden, 5-man rush, has to step up in the pocket, able to break away from the first defender, tries to lob one down the field. Chapman is going to run out of real estate, well covered down the field, but really Fadden able to save about 7 or 8 yards by avoiding the sack.
Yep. That's that mobility there by Fadden getting away from the sack, but can't complete the ball down the field, but better than taking a sack and gives your punter some room.
I'll tell you what, I mean, he put it definitely in a spot where if it wasn't going to be caught by Chapman, it was going to be out of bounds.
Yep.
Which, again, maybe would have forced one earlier in the year. But 3 and out now for Western, 3 and out for Mohawk. Just 2 minutes into today's contest. Blake Logan, he's going to fake this maybe. He's looking off to the right. Now he's going to finally rugby style it. End-over-end kick. It's going to bounce.
Rolled backwards.
Yeah, nice 9-iron. Oh, it's down by list, but I like the idea. Roll out to the right, see if there was space, saw there wasn't, and just wisely booted it away. So teams trade 3 and outs.
Yeah, Blake's been doing that for a while now, that rugby style kick, and you know sometimes you can get him with the fake, and it looked like he was trying to catch some of them off guard and pin them deep, but they didn't fall for it. They didn't stop.
Well, a reminder to pay attention and just to stay alert. That's for sure. Here in this one, so now we'll see. As the teams shake each other, 9:43, trying to figure out what they can do to make the adjustments. Man in motion, they're going to a little pop pass forward on jet sweep action, trying to get to the edge, and not going to go very far. Couple yards, but that's it for Jaden Bishop as he was gang tackled. Good job to stretch the play out there, Manny.
Yeah, Connor got in there. Connor Hart got in there early, but he got a little bit of stiff arm, but then there was Stratton, and there was Bobby to lay the boom there at the end.
That's also part of the reason why this Western Beaver team doesn't have a lot of rushing yards. I mean, that technically is a pass.
Yep.
Even though it really runs like a running action.
Well, I mean, when you got all those explosive players out there, you want to run that.
Mohawk, tough time getting set. Hand up in the middle and a big gain. First down and more across midfield. And it's a foot race now, and you're not going to get him. That's a 69-yard touchdown run for Wyatt Sparbani. Make one man miss, and he's off to the races.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give that up early, and you know, you force Western Beaver to run the ball, and then they do that. So,
a 2-play scoring drive, 69-yard touchdown run for Sparbani, and Western Beaver will strike first. Noah Swiker will be on to attempt the extra point. The holder is Nathan Vula.
64-yard touchdown run.
Snap is back, and a kick splits the uprights. Western strikes first here at home, 7-0. We're going to take a break. Be back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. It's powered by LCAP.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Now 2-play scoring drive, 69-yard touchdown run for Wyatt Sparbani. There's your Joseph's Marketplace drive summary. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915. His 5th touchdown of the year, a 7-0 Western Beaver lead just 3 minutes into this game. Kickoff angle to the far sideline. It will go out of bounds, so Mohawk will take it at the 35-yard line. So after 3 and out for Western Beaver, they make the adjustment. quick hitter. We'll see if Mohawk can answer the full, but can't panic. It's still really early in the game, Manny.
Yeah, you want to shake off those nerves early. Fadden, this is where he has to become a leader. You're down 7-0 early, and you just got to get something going for your team and, try to march the ball down the field. James, I'm not sure if you caught that, the kickoff formation for Western Beaver. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, a little quick run up there.
Yeah, they were like in lineman stance.
Old school.
Yep.
So ball at the 35-yard line.
Almost trying to get a track start.
Yeah. Well, all they're missing was the blocks.
Yep.
No blocks missed on that long touchdown run, though, that's for sure. We'll see how Mohawk will respond. They'll go to the ground game, handoff, trying to bounce to the near side. Now a big hole for Mohawk, and that's going to be a 10-yard gain for Cass Stratton in there on this series. These two work very well hand in hand. Keeps the guys fresh out there.
Yeah, keeps them very fresh. Sam got one last drive, and they send Cash out there to start this drive, and you get two different looks if you're Western Beaver. You got two different running backs. Sam's very explosive once he gets into midfield and he gets down there, but Cash is explosive as soon as he gets that football.
And one of the few guys you saw playing significant time as a freshman just keeps on growing there.
Yep.
Does Cass Stratton. 10 yards exactly in a first down. Handoff, another big hole. This time upended, though, after a 3 or 4 yard gain. But that's all you need. 3-4 yards each play. Staying ahead of the sticks.
I'll tire our team out real quick. And you see here comes Sam List back in.
2nd down and 6.
We'll see if they keep both backs in. Yep. Seems like Ardro is going to come off the field here.
Yeah, it's a little bit different look here. So they will go with a 2-back set on 2nd down and 6. Second drive of the game for Mohawk.
Seems like they'll send, Cash out there wide, keep Sam in the backfield, give him a little something different to look at.
Lots of different looks from Dickie Robb in this Mohawk offense. Rolling out, that's going to be a design run for Fadden. Tries to cut it upfield, and he's going to get across midfield. Gave them about 3 yards. 3rd down and 3 upcoming. But 3rd down and very manageable, and that's, again, another big difference from last year to this year.
Running quarterback, yep.
So Fadden's first carry of the game goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, it seemed like Fadden was going to get outside there, and it seemed like a hole might have opened up, and he tried to hit it hard.
Third down and 3 going for the hard cart. Good job to not jump by the Western defense. Fadden throw to the near side, but it's going to be low and incomplete, and that's probably a good thing because you saw Jaden Bishop jumping the route there on the out pattern.
Yeah, these Western Beavers DBs are playing real good early on, and it's going to force Fadden to make some tough throws today.
And it looks like Mohawk will try to play the field position game here and boot it away. Chris Kirkland will go deep. That's look like Coach Busby and company saying, we're not even going to send somebody deep. We're going to go and
expect a fake.
Yeah, play a safety defense.
Logan back to punt.
On 4th and 3. Logan gets it.
I figured they wouldn't fake it.
Yeah, not when they're doing that, but it'll be a good job to pin it down inside the 20, inside the 10 even, down at the 9-yard line. That's where Western will take over with 6:59 remaining in the first quarter. While you have a moment, remind you, every Wednesday night we have our Penn Ohio Bottled Water podcast where we talk to coaches, we preview the upcoming week. We also go around the county. Manny Retort, a regular on that one, with getting us some information on the Mohawk Warriors, a little fun segment that we do. But check it out every Wednesday, about 6:30 we start that, and you can always check it out archived on Spotify as well. That's your Penn Ohio Bottled Water podcast coming up every Wednesday night.
Yeah, very fun podcast to be part of, even though if it's for a minute or so. It's very fun.
Well, we're glad to have guys like Manny all around the county helping us out and getting those updates from every school across the county. Getting a lot of help there in the middle. It takes 4 or 5 to bring down the ball carrier. Good gain of 2 yards on 1st down.
He was making little jukes there, and Mohawk they crowded the hole, and they were able to take him down there. Short game.
Give him a gain of 2 on the carry there. That was Braden Mayo that time on the carry. 2nd down and 8. Wpial is going to look to fire one down the seam, and he's got a man past the defense, but he's going to be knocked away. Good job in recovery by Corey Fennell to knock it away.
I'm not sure if Fennell's hand got in there. It looked like he did when he went to bring down bring down the receiver, but good defense play there, force another third down for Western Beaver.
I think you're right. I don't think he got the ball. I think he got the receiver's arm to knock it away.
Yes.
Good call. Third down and long now coming up. Deep in their own territory. Mohawk defense looking to come up big, playing the field position game. Western really doesn't go to a huddle. Everybody's got the wrist coaches out there. Peel in the gun. Has to step up, breaks away from one tackle in the backfield. He's going to go run for the sticks. It's going to be close, and he's going to absorb a hit from Fadden right at the first down marker, and he's going to be short as a result.
Yeah, way to break a tackle there. You know, he was almost gobbled up and sacked, and that would have been bad for the punter being backed up in the goal line, but he got away, and even though it's fourth down, it's fourth and manageable, and I don't think we'll see Western Beaver punt the ball here.
At their own 20-yard line, that's a dangerous gamble. I don't think Coach Busby's wasn't sure what was going on, and I think he's going to have to call a timeout because they only have about 9 players on the field, actually.
Yeah, a little confusion there. They're going to call a timeout, talk it over, but in these games, I don't expect Western Beaver to punt the ball here, even if they come out. I don't think they're going to show punt formation.
This is a Pontius Insurance timeout. Make sure you give Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Weiland a call. Tracy Ginnings, excuse me, a call to get a request a quote for home, auto, business, or life insurance.
Officials for today's game.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to announce our officials. Thank you, Mr. PA announcer. Your referee is Robert Iabuchi. Umpire Ed Walker. Frank Venevuth is the head linesman. Javon Alexander and Quinn Alexander, the linesman and the side judge. And Ryan Marchioni is the field judge. 6 games yesterday on tap. Laurel, a big win to stay undefeated in the Big 7 Conference. They won 28-14 over Shenango. Neshannock also a good come-from-behind victory, 21-19. Both those teams 4-0 in the Big 7.
Yeah, Laurel was like, they were definitely a sleeper coming in. You know, they were still young, but you know, Lucas Santini, he's a veteran at that quarterback spot. I figured they'd do pretty good this year.
Veteran here, Javen Peel tries for the hard count. Mohawk doesn't bite. Only one down lineman on 4th and 1. It's going to be a quick kick, actually, from Javen Peel. It's going to bounce near midfield before it's going to be down there, actually in Western Beaver territory. So I like the idea, try to get the hard count, but then just play field position right back.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't expect them to do that. I figured they get a push from the lineman and try to get that first down there. But you know, like you said, it's dangerous to do it down there. Especially you don't want to give Mohawk any momentum. So we'll see what the offense can do here, though.
Best field position to start any drive for Mohawk. 3rd drive of the game. Here coming. Fadden 0 for 3 throwing in those first 2 drives. We'll see what the Warrior offense, if they can wake up here in this Saturday afternoon, midway through the opening quarter. Pistol set. They will hand it off. Trying to bounce outside, but not a lot of room this time for Sam List. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. That's it.
Little counter there, it looked like. And it looked like Sam had a hole there for a second, but he was gobbled up there.
Yeah, the way that Elwood City was able to run the ball for a majority of the game, I'm a little surprised that Mohawk hasn't had more effectiveness in toting the rock so far today, Manny.
Yeah. They're going to start like that, but I feel like Mohawk, they're going to get a couple explosive run plays here. They're going to catch Western Beaver off guard. I think Western Beaver knows a little bit what Mohawk's trying to do here early on, but once you get a little later in the game, it gets a little different.
So 2nd and 10, high snap. Again, handoff, bounces off one tackler, trying to find some room up the middle, gets about to the 45-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down, called 8 to go after that 2-yard pickup.
Eli Cooper.
Right now, 3rd down, the enemy for both teams, 0 for 2 on both sides. As both teams bring in a multitude of substitutions here as well on 3rd down and long. Logan, the receiver, on the bottom of your screen. Archer, the receiver, to the top. 2 tight ends set as well with Hart and Chapman. Fadden has to break away right away, and it's going to be thrown to the near sideline and out of play. But that play blown up immediately in the backfield by the pressure.
Yeah, this young offensive line is feeling it from Western Beaver here early on. They're bringing the pressure, and the offensive line, they're going to have to do something a little different because they're getting right through.
Yeah, blitz right up the A-gap. I believe it was Braden Mayo.
Yeah, you don't want your quarterback taking hits in general, but especially early on. Especially when he's out there, defense and offense. You don't want him getting
no extra hits, you're right. So Logan to punt again for the third time today.
Chance to pin him deep here.
Again, rolling out to the right, now finally does. Knuckleball punt will bounce at the 10. Trying to track it down is List, and it's going to die at the run. I think it got into the end zone. It did. It just barely touched onto the white line. I think Sam tried to be too perfect with it, and it bounced away from him at the last second.
Yeah, that was a great punt there by Blake. It just, you never know which way the ball's going. You let the ball play you, and that's what happens. You got to play the ball.
This is only the 9th time, Manny, that Mohawk and Western Beaver have played each other. First time was back in 1980, a scoreless draw, which the way these defenses played early, wondered we might have that yet again. But last time they played was last year, 31-21 victory, but a very balanced, albeit a very fresh
Oh, when these two teams get together, it's always going to be a dogfight. It's been like that for years. Even our MAC championship year, Western Beaver didn't have a great year, but I think the game only ended like 13-7 Mohawk.
Always a big play when you're playing against Western Beaver, and how about the senior coming up big there defensively, Connor Hart holding the edge for a 2-yard loss.
Connor Hart, he always had to sit behind guys like A.J. Verdi. A.J. Verdi was a beast last year. You know, Connor having to step up, be a leader here, and that's what you want out of your leader. That's what you want out of your linebacker, make a big play early on.
Yeah, loss of 2 on that carry. Four receivers set on 2nd down and 12 coming as we hit the 4-minute mark remaining in the opening quarter. Peel dropping back. Pumps, now goes a little sidearm throw, able to find Aiden Vula. He's got the first down across the 30-yard line. Fighting for the ball at the end of the play was Fennell, but I think they're going to say it came out late, and then Fennell just got shoved off by the receiver Vula, but no flag thrown either. I think that's a good talking to from Kirkland, or from the official to Kirkland at the end of the play, of just keeping everybody calm. No need for a flag. They're fighting for a ball. It's understandable.
Yeah, let him know it's early on, but you do that again, he's not going to be too happy. Western Beaver got the first down there.
Of course, Mohawk fans see it otherwise, understandably.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of that bickering. Being only one stands here, it's going to go back and forth.
4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Peel, 3-step drops, is going to throw it to the far side. Vula, his 2nd straight catch. He's going to fight forward for gain about 3 or 4 yards before he's gang tackled out of bounds there by, I almost said by Boston and by Rona, but it's actually from Stratton and Fatten.
Yeah, Peel had to get that ball off quick because they sent Chapman, and Chapman was in there real quick, but he was able to get the ball off and got some positive yards.
Quick to the line they go. Handoff, bobble on the handoff. Somehow able to track it down, though, is the running back. He's going to lose a yard or 2. It'll be 3rd down and long now after that loss.
Yep, there was Joey Nail back in there again. That's what you missed from Mohawk. You had one of your linebackers just getting in there, putting the nose to the football. That's what Joey Nail brings to the table.
Good job by Sparbani just to hold on to the football, really.
Yeah.
Loss of 2, 3rd down and 8 now upcoming.
Another 3rd down here for Western Beaver. See if they stick to these short passes. You know, Mohawk playing a little bit of zone, so.
Wide receiver on the near side, Kirkland lined up a little offsides, got himself tracked back. They are going to go play action to the near sideline. Good float and finding in some open room. Great play to get Sparbani the ball out in space to move the chains on a 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, this is how I figured this game would go. I figured Mohawk play that zone, not give up the big plays, and, you know, just hitting them in the flat there and getting a 1st down, making them go all the way down the field.
First 3rd down conversion for either team on the day. Ball right at midfield, down to 2 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Peel, Sparbani now gets the carry, coming near side. He's got room. He's got another 1st down across the 40 down to about the 35-yard line. So far, it's been the Wyatt Sparbani show here today.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're the Warriors, you want them to run the ball, but you don't want them getting 1st down, 60-yard gains, and touchdowns. So they've had a couple good plays where they get them in the backfield, but you can't give up 10-yard plays here and there.
Gobbled up for the most part, but as soon as he breaks away from one tackler, Sparbani able to get a couple of big gains. 5 carries for 81 yards here so far. Back to the air. Peel going down the far sideline, and it's going to be out of the reach of everybody. Double coverage on the far sideline. Jaden Bishop, the intended target.
Yeah, the Warriors sending the linebacker and Joey Nail again, trying to get some pressure, but for the most part, Western Beaver, their offensive line is playing great here early on.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. You try to get pressure on a quarterback, but when you have, I believe, your defensive backs one-on-one, so far they've been up to the challenge.
Yep.
Braden Mayo, slot receiver to the right. It's a 5 wide receiver set again. 4-man rush. Peel throws over the middle again, has the crossing route open. Third catch of the drive for Vula. He's going to fight forward into the red zone for another big gain.
Yeah, way to hang on the ball there. He had 3 guys. He had Ardro going in there trying to rip that ball out, but yeah, they're moving the ball down the field here.
And they have entered the red zone ball right at the 20-yard line. Make sure you stop by the red zone, just up the road on Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Voted best of the best in Lawrence County. Make sure you give them a call for all your county sporting apparel needs. 9th play of the drive here for the Golden Beavers. Fake on the jet sweep, handoff, and going nowhere.
There's the young Braden Radsminski. Sophomore coming up big for the Warriors this year, just getting right through that Western Beaver line into the backfield, and he was fired up about it.
Big play there for a loss of 4. And again, we talked about this in the pregame show, Manny. They got down to the red zone a bunch in Western Beaver. They couldn't capitalize. That's a big play there to force long distance.
Yeah, hopefully that gives the Warriors a little bit of momentum here. And
Caden Seymour, a freshman tight end on the right side of the formation. 15 on the play clock, and it looks like the quarter is going to come to an end. Just 5 seconds remaining, and they will let the clock wind down for the end of the first quarter. Western Beaver driving with a 7-0 lead. Mohawk trying to hold strong. We'll be back in a moment. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
12 minutes in the books here at Rich Need Ball Field at Western Beaver High School. Manny Retort alongside, I'm James Dotson. 10th play of the drive coming up here for Western Beaver, but it's going to be a 2nd down and 14 after that loss. Radsminski leading the team in tackles for loss on the year. He's been a main stalwart there in the defensive front.
Yeah, only a sophomore too. He got in there last year on special teams. This year they're like, you got to step up. You're going to be playing a big role, and he's sure doing that here this season.
Now, if you're playing as a freshman or sophomore for Coach McCutcheon, you're doing something right.
And here comes the pressure from the Warriors.
Going for the far corner. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be held on for a touchdown. Beautiful pass. There's what Javen Peel can do. Finds Carter Marshall in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, great ball there, only where your receiver can catch it. Stratton was about 2-3 steps behind, but still, you got to get that ball there. He did that.
10-play, 80-yard scoring drive capped off from that 24-yard touchdown pass. Javen Peel to Carter Marshall, doubling the Western Beaver advantage.
Schweikert will attempt the extra point.
Schweikert on for the PAT. Snap back, kick is up, and it's partially blocked, but it's had a distance, but ended up wide to the right. So it's still a 13-0 advantage here early in the second quarter. Back in a moment here at LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
So an 80-yard drive capped off with a beautiful pitch and catch. Carter Marshall on the receiving end of Javen Peel's 15th touchdown pass of the season. Kick no good, 13-0 here on the first play of the second half, but a big part of that, Manny, on that touchdown, they blitzed and they picked it up.
Yep, they picked that blitz up, and you know, Western Beavers' explosive offense really getting here to the Warriors.
Short pooch kick taken by one of the outmen. I believe is that Chapman trying to break a couple of tackles across the 45. Still going close to midfield.
That's Jackson Chapman for you. He don't care who's in his way. He's going to try to run right through you and give the Warriors good field position there. Yeah, Western Beaver trying to catch Mohawk off guard there a little bit and kicked it right to Chapman.
Chapman says thank you very much. Nice 15-yard return close to midfield. 15 yards on that return. How about this? Mohawk just 19 yards of offense on their first 3 drives. Need to pick something up here right now.
If it's finding something in the running game or it's completing a pass, got to find something if you're the Warriors.
Trips to the right here on 1st and 10 for Mohawk. Gonna go on an end around, not to List, but to the second man through. A little misdirection to try to get some open room for Cass Stratton.
I thought Sam had the ball. I thought List had the ball.
That was a great fake played out there. Now Cass Stratton, though, slow to get up at the end of this play after that 8-yard pickup. When he talked about, you know, Sam List had a big game with 25 carries in it. Was banged up even in the next week. Cass Stratton stepped up and took more of the heavy workload, but he's slow to get up here at the end of this play.
It looked like he got rolled up there on the end. At the end of the play, you never want to see that.
Yeah, he tried to get up and immediately just went right back down to the ground, and they are working on his leg. While they tend to, Cass Stratton will step aside. Come back in a moment here at lcsportsnet.com. Actually, we'll keep it right here. Good call, Manny. He's able to get to his feet quickly. Not putting a lot of weight on that left leg, though, as he tries to make his way off the field.
Yeah, he dealt with that early on. He was out the Elwood game, and it might be that same injury on that left ankle, left foot, and you never want to see that, especially a great player in Cass Stratton.
Feels like ankle injuries never go away.
No, yep.
I feel like I still suffer from 15 years ago getting one. Able to get him to the sideline. He'll take a look at the trainer's bench. 2nd down and 2 after that 8-yard pickup. But I do like, Manny, the misdirection. Try something a little different.
Yes. That's what they needed to do. Everything they were trying to do was getting shut down. So you try to confuse Western Beaver a little bit. Seemed like that's what happened there.
So Sam List now back at the running back position. Pistol set on 2nd and 2. He'll get the handoff up the gut, lowers his shoulders. He's met immediately right in the hole. Depend on the spot, but he's pretty close to the line to gain.
Yeah, he lowered his shoulder. He wanted that first down.
No signal yet.
It's going to be close.
Based on where they're marking it,
Looks like first down.
They should be moving the chains.
Yep.
3rd and inches.
Well, based on where they put the ball, it looks like that should be a first down, but now they will bring the chains across. We don't have an out-of-town scoreboard technically today. The Newcastle Transit Authority going your way out-of-town scoreboard. Why drive when you can relax and ride with daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County? You can visit newcastletransit.org for more information and daily route schedules. And remember, senior citizens ride for free. And he is just short as it's marked right at the 41-yard line. Need to get on the other side of that white painted line, basically.
So good call to call 3rd and inches there before they even brought the,
I guess so.
brought the sticks out. So
tell you what, though, in watching the game last week, there were probably 4 or 5 measurements. I don't think I've seen 4 or 5 all year combined.
No, you don't. Yeah. Hey, I tell you, it's different, having the fans and the teams on, or having the fans on the same side and the coaches. It's kind of cool to hear them go at each other and see different perspectives of the game, because one's going for one team, the other's going for the other. So
the clock winds at 10:30 now remaining. 3rd down and inches to go.
you know, what sucks here is usually in these heavy packages, they'd bring out Sam and Cash. It looks, do a little wing T style, but it just looks like it's Fadden and Sam in the backfield.
Now Cash getting ice on that left ankle. 3rd and 1 is going to be just a keeper for Fadden up the middle. He's got the first down inside the 40, down close to the 35-yard line. Keep it in the hands of your stellar quarterback.
Yeah, he found a hole there, and without a question, it's a first down.
And that's why you love having the fans on the same side there, Manny.
Are the viewers at home picking up on all this audio?
I don't know. Are they, Matt? We'll plead the 5th. We apologize for any language that does get through ahead of time.
We can't control that.
We are right underneath their huddle cam as well, and I know that they make sure that is as clean as possible. 1st and 10. After that 3rd down conversion, Fadden rolling out to his right, now in trouble. Gets grabbed by the shirt, still fighting for it, able to get rid of it, and he's going to throw it into the flat, out of bounds. That's going to be fine because there is an intended receiver in the area in Sam List, but unbelievable for Fadden just to avoid what would have been a huge loss.
Oh, would have been it. Yeah, it seemed like he kept going backwards. In your head, you're just like, get rid of the football. And he got rid of it, but definitely took some energy.
Officials are confirming, yes, 26 was.
There goes the flat jacket for Fadden. I don't know. And when they were pulling on his jersey there, if it got a little miss.
Maybe grabbed that too.
Yeah, so.
Fadden 0 for 5 throwing the football. This hasn't been a lot of time to work the ball down the field. 3 on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry. They do get the snap off. High snap. Keeper for Fadden, faked everybody to the 30, to the 20, down the far sideline, inside the 10, and down at the 5-yard line. Fooled everybody, including Mr. Manny Retort up here.
Hey, he fooled me, but might have been the flat jacket holding him back there. Had to toss it off and get a big gain for the Warriors there. And that's, like we said, that's what Fadden provides for this Warrior team that, you know, Jay ran a little bit last year, but Fadden's a lot more explosive and he can really run the ball.
Fadden coming in on the year, just under 300 rushing yards on the season.
I know he was close. I don't know after a couple weeks. I know a couple weeks ago he was our leading rusher. I'm not sure about now because of the games Stratton and List have been putting up.
Yeah, so List coming in at 400 yards, Fadden just under 300, but Stratton getting up there as well.
Yeah, you know, List having that big week, being the Newcastle Athlete of the Week, you know. When both your running backs can get 100 yards, they both had it that week. And
mark it at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal as Mohawk has entered the red zone again. Chapman, the man in motion across the formation. Rolling out right, has a man open towards the corner. It's going to be a diving attempt and unable to get to it as trying to leak out was List after getting the play action.
Yeah, they've ran that play a couple of times this year. It's trying to catch Western Beaver off guard with all the receivers and moving towards the left there. And you know, Sam just goes out there, but it seemed like Western had it pretty covered and made it a tough throw for Fadden there off his back foot.
Yeah, it had to be a perfect throw, to say the least. Similar play to where Connor Hart got his touchdown a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
But yeah, going back to that Union game, yeah, having multiple players. How about Union also had 2 runners over 100 yards in that game? I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
Both teams with a pair of 100-yard rushers in the game.
Yeah, they made it a dogfight early on, but the Warriors were able to pull away at the second half.
They have been a second-half team on the year. Here's an end around for Chapman. Kind of lost his footing.
Slip there, yep.
He's going to gain a couple of yards. 3rd and goal now from the 3.
Yeah, you don't want the Warriors here to fall to, you know, like you've been mentioning, what happened to Western Beaver last week, not get points when you're in the red zone, because you need a touchdown here, really. You don't want to give Western the ball back and them go score again. So
8:50 remaining on a winding clock. This is the 8th play of the current drive. You have a good field goal kicker, but I think you're probably thinking 4-down territory. Got to find a way to punch this one in.
Yeah. See what they try to do here.
And mark it at the 4. They're going to go with a tight formation with List to the right of Fadden, trips to the right. Down to 5 on the play clock. Fadden's going to roll out to the right. Design run, no, he's going to stop, pop, throw over the middle, and it's going to be fighting for it. Did he hang on to it? No, Logan could not. It was just a split second too late getting there. The ball kind of hung up in the air, Manny, and the defender able to knock it away.
Yeah, it was tight there. You know, Fadden maybe moves the ball a little bit over to the right. Blake could get it, but he got in there and made an incomplete pass. Now it's 4th down, and we were talking it's 4-down territory, you think, for the Warriors here?
Yeah, they're going to keep the offense out on the field. That's, I wonder if Mohawk's just going to let this wind down and call a timeout and discuss what they want to do. Well, now they do send Fadden in, but just 12 on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry if they're going to get up to the line.
Yeah, maybe try to get him on a hard count. That's what I'm thinking right now is a hard count. So
you have to go quickly down to 5, down to 3. They do get set. Will they get the play off in time? Right at 0 they do, and I think they got the timeout in time.
Timeout, Mohawk.
I'm not sure about that rule in high school, and in college, that is the rule, and in the pros, only the head coach can call a timeout. I honestly don't know if that is the case in college as well, but that was one of the assistants who was running down to call that Pontius Insurance timeout. Mohawks first, so each team using 1 timeout here with 8:27 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, we'll see if they just send Blake Logan out there and try to kick the field goal, but, you know, even you don't get it here, you got to make Western go the whole way down. So
yeah, almost works like what could be a pseudo punt if you think of it that way.
Yes.
Mind you, coming up after the game, we will have our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Seasonal allergies, changes in the weather, or just sitting on these bleachers for too long. Well, all that can be alleviated with chiropractic work. Voted best of the best chiropractor in Lawrence County. Visit Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Ardro, or Kelsey Bowser to schedule your appointment today. Ball at the 4-yard line. 4th down. 4th down and 4. So Ardro, the receiver at the bottom of your screen, along with Logan.
Spread out wide, maybe with slants here. We'll see.
2 tight ends set as well. Chapman in there with Hart. List to the right. Fake to him. Keeper, Fadden, up the middle. It's going to be close. Spins away from a tackler. Reaches over the goal line. He's in there for a touchdown.
Yeah, spreading those receivers out wide there. Maybe had to make the safety stutter a little bit if they were going to go and run the slants there. And, you know, Fadden just took it, followed his blocks, found a hole, and got to the end zone there. That's what you needed. You needed that. You needed that touchdown now. Gain a little bit of momentum and hope your defense can make another stop.
5th rushing touchdown of the year. Now Fadden will hold for a Blake Logan extra point attempt. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is off to the right and no good. Only the 2nd missed PAT for Logan on the year. Maintains a 7-point advantage, 13-6. But Mohawk on the board. Back in a moment here from Rich Needball Field. It's Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Firefly Solar is a proud sponsor of LC SportsNet. From our regional business partnership to our community benefits agreement with local schools, Firefly Solar is dedicated to being an outstanding neighbor and beacon of economic support for the Lawrence County community. Let's create a stronger energy infrastructure while preserving the agricultural beauty of Lawrence County. Visit fireflysolarpa.com for more info about the Firefly Solar project. Firefly Solar, creating a brighter future in Lawrence County.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Joseph's Marketplace Drive summary. It's a 9-play, 51-yard drive, capped off with a 4th down, 4-yard touchdown run from Bobby Fadden, his 5th of the year. They're going to go with a fake reverse here on the kickoff. There's a lot of room now on that far sideline. Also a flag down on the far sideline. Ardro helps make the tackle in there with Maddox on the far sideline, but that's going to be looking like probably coming back. Not a lot of penalties in this game. Really a kickoff out of bounds and a false start against Western. That's all we've seen.
Yeah, it looked like you said, towards that far sideline. Something happened over there, and see who that flag was on. Maybe a legal block in the back, but...
While we wait for the call, remind you at the half, we will have presentations of both the Golden Beaver Marching Band as well as the Mohawk Warrior Marching Band in their entirety. Mohawk was last week's Band of the Week, brought to you by Firefly Solar. And we got to get some shirts out to some of the band members coming up here in the next couple of weeks as well. Stay tuned for that. Your Firefly Solar Band of the Week.
Performed in that rain at the...
They deserve the MVP award for that one.
Yeah, it was some bad rain we got there at the band festival. And, you know, the Warriors got the worst of it, the Warrior band, so.
With Firefly Solar, you get the best of everything solar from an experienced award-winning solar installation company. Visit fireflysolarpa.com for more information. So yes, it was an illegal block in the back from the spot of the foul. A 10-yard penalty will push them back to the 28-yard line. That's where Western will come back out onto the field after their long scoring drive. And another big hole up the middle for Wyatt Scarbani. He's getting close to 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of reading the holes from his offensive line. And it seems like, you know, the Warriors are in the backfield there, but there's a hole and he reads it that quick and he hits it. So that's all you want out of your running back, really.
Scarbani, a 5'8" sophomore, and he definitely gets small as he gets into those holes, kind of Darren Sproles-like. Another throw out into the flat. Breaking away from the first tackler and getting the first down is Carter Marshall, who caught the touchdown pass. He's going to get this one for about a 7-yard gain to move the chains.
Yeah, we can really see Mohawk not trying to give up the big plays here, and they're just hitting. And it seems like Western knows that, and they're just hitting the short passes and marching down the field with it.
Yeah, Peel will be fined a nickel and dime you. He's 7 of 11 for 83 yards now on the afternoon. 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. 13-6, the Western Beaver advantage. Second place in the MAC to the winner of today's game. Throw it in the flat, caught there by Vula. Vula trying to get to the edge. He's going to be dragged down there. A nice tackle by Corey Fennell. Actually lost the ball, but it went out of bounds, so it'll stay as a 7-yard pickup.
We'll see if the Warriors, you know, try to tighten up and, you know, take the risk of giving up the big play, because they're just, Western Beavers just eating them alive with these short plays.
Well, they got so many weapons to go with. They have 4 players that have at least 10 receptions on the year. Chris Kirkland, one of the top receivers, and he doesn't even have a target yet in this game.
Yeah.
4th catch of the game, though, for Aiden Vula. He was the number 3 receiver. How about this? Under center, they go full house backfield, kind of old school power I. Bouncing off a couple of tacklers is Scarbani across midfield, 7 yards, first down.
Yeah, but as soon as he got out of the backfield where all the Warriors were, it seemed like there was a bit of open field, but they were able to crowd him, but it's first down for Western Beaver.
1st and 10 Western.
Yeah, if you can be Western Beaver like that and go from 4 or 5 wide receiver set straight into the power I, 2 tight end field, that's what they're going to do here again, it looks like. Peel having a direct traffic. It's going to be the Rochester T formation on 1st and 10, midway through the quarter. Play action. Peel looking down the field, has a man open, and it's going to be short and incomplete.
Yep.
Oh, the official says otherwise. Official said that he was able to get the arms under it.
Yeah, it's a tough call to make as the ref there, but you could see it from where we're standing. That ball did bounce and hit the ground. So it's going to favor Western Beaver here.
Yeah, not often do I say that we have a better vantage point than an official 20 feet away from, but I think he was blocked and we had like the perfect avenue.
Oh, perfect avenue, yep.
So 9-yard completion. Did not see who made the catch. We'll try to get you that in a moment. 2nd and 1, handoff going nowhere, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. I believe that was Braden Mayo, actually, this time on the carry.
Yeah, he extended his arm there at the end. I wonder if his knee was down before he tried to extend in the arm, but we'll see where they spot it.
Loss of 1. Before Falk could drag him down. 3rd down and 2, still the power set out there for Western Beaver.
Yeah, you give Mohawk something different to look at when you put out that power set. You know, they did that little play action there on a couple plays before, and just gives the Warriors a little something different to look at.
Power eye shifting now to the right. Scarbani will get the handoff, hesitates, finds the hole, got the first down.
Yeah, that's what I talked about a couple plays ago, is he's patient. He's very patient. He finds the hole and he hits it hard, and you know what looks like a play that could get swallowed up in the backfield, he extends it and gets first down.
Now they go back to the 4 wide receiver sets, 4:35 on a winding second quarter clock. Peel in the gun, 3 receivers to the left. Drops back, now flushed out to the right, and he's just going to throw this one away. And trying to take a diving attempt was Logan. Could he drag the feet? No.
We'll see what that flag is that came into the backfield. It looks like the ref did just point to Western Beaver there, but we'll see what the call comes back as.
Yeah, well, usually when you have a late rollout out of the pocket, man, you're going to get a holding call somewhere in the interior of the line.
Yep. Warriors will accept that one, and great effort there by Logan, though. It almost looked like he dragged the foot from here, but
it was close, but just kind of ran out of real estate from what would have been his 4th interception of the year.
Yep.
It's the reason why he was a big nomination for your Red Zone Athlete of the Month for the first month of the year. Another crossing route, tripped up pretty quickly though. Joey Nail running downhill to get it down, or to get Vula to the ground.
Yep, there's Joey Nail, his quickness. He just got right up to him. He got a face full of hand, but he was able to make the tackle, and, you know.
Aiden Vula, 5 catches for 46 yards, doing his best Wes Welker impersonation right now from the slot.
Yeah, I think Western Beaver's just going to try to get this ball down the field and get to halftime, maybe with another score, as we're looking at about, 3:40 left on the clock, so.
And 9th play of the drive as well. Long sustained drives so far for Western Beaver. Peel flushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck and run. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him. Sidesteps a tackler at the 10. Still going for the pylon. He's in the end zone for a 35-yard touchdown run. Javen Peel, we know what he can do with his arm. Wow, look at the legs with a little shake and bake into the end zone.
Wow, that sidestep was something else, making Blake Logan there look a little foolish, and that was a crazy run.
I mean, it looked like he was just going to casually jog out of bounds, right?
Yeah, but they put one on the board. They put another touchdown on the board, and it forces the Warriors to try to go down the field here this next drive and score the ball and go into half. But
another long drive, a 10-play scoring drive. This one a 9-play scoring drive for Western Beaver. Extra point is up and good. Reminder, for every special teams point this year, the Laurie Heights, especially Cookies by Laurie Heights, will be donating towards the new Mark Shaw's Scholarship Fund. Thanks again to the Heights family for their support of the new Shawsey Scholarships here in Lawrence County. For more information how you can support the Mark Shaw Scholarship Fund, visit lcsportsnet.com/scholarship. That kick good, makes it 20-6 Western Beaver with the lead. But Manny, to your point, 3.5 minutes left. Still plenty of time left for Mohawk to try to drive down and do the same thing right back.
Yeah, the biggest thing you don't want for the Warriors, though, is this upcoming drive to stall somewhere, and you have to boot it away and give Western Beaver another chance to have the football, especially what they're doing here. So you want to get to half on this drive or get a touchdown, because they obviously got to make some adjustments going into halftime here.
Aiden Vula leading the way receiving-wise, 5 catches for 46 yards. If you had told me that the leading receivers were going to be Vula and Carter Marshall, especially when you got guys like Jaden Bishop and Chris Kirkland combined for 1 for 2 yards.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of Mohawk's zone. They're just hitting these other guys underneath when they send their big explosive guys deep.
Kick taken again by Nutman. Chapman at the 23, breaks away from one. He's going to try to get to the edge. Stiff arms another man to the ground, trying to go 3 for 3, but it's going to take 3 black jerseys to drag him down at the 34-yard line.
Yep, Chapman using his stiff arm there and just trying to get to the outside, but good job there by Western Beaver's kickoff team to limit his run there. Going to look at the stats for return yards at the end of the year, and you're going to scroll down and be like, oh, look, Jackson Chapman.
Jackson Chapman is going to be up there on that list. So 3:19 remaining as we start the drive at the 34-yard line for Mohawk. And here's, I think, the even crazier stat than the Chapman return yards. Bobby Fadden throwing the ball 0 for 7 on the day so far.
Yeah,
that's going to have to change.
Yeah, these DBs, they're playing outstanding here. And
Fadden with 5 on the play clock. Draws back. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, looks to run. Lowers his shoulder. He's going to pick up 5 or 6 yards across the 40-yard line. He actually had to look over his shoulder to see the play clock because the Mohawk band was blocking right now, is blocking the vision of the play clock down there under the scoreboard.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because that's your own band doing that to you.
Yeah, not sure that they realize it right now.
No, that was probably the place they got assigned to go get ready, and it just happened to be in front of the play clock, and Warriors happen to have the football, so.
7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 3. Fadden jots back, quick pass out to the flat. First completion of the day goes to Chapman. He's going to get about 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be short of the line to gain. Give him just a gain of 1. 3rd down and 2 upcoming.
Yeah, but that's a completion.
And sometimes you need to see a ball go in, right?
Yeah, it's got to start somewhere. So
3rd and 2, 2:20 remaining. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here as well. Big 3rd down. Mohawk 1 for 4 on 3rd down so far. 1 for 5, excuse me, so far here on the afternoon.
What I'm happy to see right now is Cash Stratton. He's back on the sideline, taped up a little bit, but maybe we'll see him in the second half.
After the ankle injury earlier, hopefully, yes, we do see the running back on the field. Pump fake, throw down the far sideline, man deep, and it's going to be overthrown just slightly. I think looking over the inside shoulder, and the ball went over Ardro's outside shoulder instead. The defensive back bit there, Manny, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yep, that's a punch in the gut there for the Warriors. Seemed like you could have had a big play there. Now you're standing at a 4th down. Like I said, you didn't want this drive to stall, and taking a deep shot on 3rd and manageable is. It looks like the offense is going to stay out here. This is as risky as it gets. You don't get it, you put.
Well, we saw Western keep their offense out on the field earlier, but they pooch punted it. That was at their own, 12-yard line.
Yeah, let's see what the Warriors try to do here.
Ball at their own 42. They are going to snap and go for it. Pass, quick slant, caught. 1st down for Chapman.
Yeah, he got the 1st down there. Let's just see if.
And completing a tackle after the play. There was a whistle, but there was not much of a whistle. C.J. Smith making the tackle. 4-yard gain for Chapman. That will move the chains. A big 4th down conversion.
Yeah, the Warrior fans and Coach McCutcheon there definitely didn't like after the whistle what happened there. And McCutcheon said something. The fans sure did say something themselves. So.
And yes, we understand you're hearing a lot on the airwaves. We apologize again for any language that does sneak its way through. Blame Manny, that's what I'm going to say. 1st and 10, Fadden. Long pocket, finally gets it over to Logan. He's going to be tripped up across midfield, gain of about 7 yards. Now you got to get in hurry-up mode as the clock winds to just under a minute to go, and Coach McCutcheon will take the second Pontius Insurance timeout here of the first half.
Yep. But that fourth down was huge for them.
How about that? 2 for 2 on 4th downs, by the way.
Yeah, that 4th down was huge for them. Just they don't get that there. It gives Western another chance of scoring the football. Now at least if you get a third and long or 4th here, you could just go to half. So we'll see what the Warriors try to do.
I'll give another shout out to our LCAP Team of the Month, Elwood City Golf, their first undefeated regular season since 1979. Also give a shout out to your Red Zone Athletes of the Month. The male athlete of the month was Mr. Toscano from Wilmington. Santino winning the District 10 Golf Championship. How about this? He only started playing golf 3 years ago, and he's winning a D10 championship. His 18th hole, Manny, it's like every golf hole for me. He shot a 9 and still won on the last hole.
That had to have been stressful. Like, where am I at? You're just putting around on the green. You're like, wait, finally getting on my 9th. Okay, where am I standing?
That's exactly how I feel anytime I'm out there. Got to give a shout out to the female athletes of the month, the tennis duo of Giada Capabianco and Maddie Arrow from Neshannock, winning that tough section, the section doubles champion. They will be receiving some customized T-shirts courtesy of the Red Zone as Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Back out of the timeout. Here come the Warriors back to the field. 2nd and 3.
3 completions on this drive now for Fadden after none on the first 4 drives. Looking for his 4th sidearm shot, and he's going to get the catch on the near sideline for Ardro to move the chains at the 39. Good job again, tiptoeing the sideline.
It's only Landon Ardro's, I think, 2nd catch on the season. He's been out dealing with some injuries early on, and
I think I got it as his first officially.
Yeah, this is only his 2nd game. His 1st game back from injury, he got a concussion, and now he's back out here, and he's definitely a player the Warriors want out there. Great corner, and he adds a great receiver for them too.
Clock stops because he was out of bounds as well. Just under a minute to play. Fadden steps up in the pocket, avoids the rush, now getting flushed, has a man open at the sticks, having to come back to it and catching it on the knees that time, though, is Archer. That means the clock's going to run.
Yep, you can see Coach Burkett there and Coach McCutcheon like, let's hurry it up, boys. We got to go, we got to go.
7-yard completion, though. Down to 30. That's what coaches are trying to say about grounding the football.
We'll see. We'll see what.
And now we got coaches yelling at fans, so this is getting out of hand in a hurry.
I kind of feel like right now the fans rather hear them or than us talk.
Well, incomplete pass. That actually breaks a streak of 4 straight completions on that spike. 3rd down and 3. Clock stopped at 35 seconds left. Got Ardro and Hart, the receivers to the right. Logan, the lone receiver, to the top of the formation. Fadden has to step up in the pocket. Has a man open down the middle of the field. He gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
What a throw there by Bobby Fadden. He threw that off his back foot sidearm, and if you're Western Beaver, there's nothing you can do about that. Just a great play by a great athlete in Bobby Fadden and hooking up with his #1 receiver and Blake Logan for the touchdown for the Warriors. And that's huge going into the half for them getting the ball after.
5th touchdown reception of the year and a little bit of a scramble drill. He went deep and led him perfectly. Logan, after catching the ball, those two will combine again on the extra point. Fadden the hold. Logan, the kick is good.
Fadden's fired up, and that reminded me of Bobby Fadden's actual favorite football player, Johnny Manziel. He looked like a little bit of Texas A&M Johnny Manziel there. Flushed out of the pocket, making a great throw to his receiver and putting the Warriors in a great spot going into half. You just want to get there now.
Fadden 6 for 8 on the drive. Cuts the lead back down to just 6. We'll step aside back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's tennis double duo Giada Capabianco and Maddie Arrow as the September Red Zone Female Athletes of the Month after winning the section's championship. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Wilmington's Santino Toscano as the September Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for winning the District 10 championship in golf. Congratulations and best of luck to Neshannock's Maddie Arrow and Giada Capabianco and Wilmington's Santino Toscano, the September Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
How about the long scoring drives, Manny? A 10-play and a 9-play scoring drive for Western Beaver. Back-to-back 9-play scoring drives for Mohawk as they cut the lead back down to 20-13.
Yeah, you couldn't have drawn that up any better for the Warriors. You wanted to drain that clock, and you wanted to get the ball in the end zone. They did both that. Now you just want to make sure nothing explosive happens here on the kickoff, or if Western Beaver tries to get another score before half.
Well, they can score quickly for sure, and with 2 timeouts left, and I think Coach McCutcheon's thinking that same thing. He's going to burn his final timeout and make sure everybody's on the same page if they try reverse or anything like that, too, on this return. Mind you, coming up after the game, we will also announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Make sure you get in the game at MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. So Bobby Fadden 0 for 7 in the first 4 drives of the game. 6 of 8 on that 2-minute drill drive. And it sounds silly, but that little 1-yard completion to Chapman, hey, sometimes you just got to see a free throw go in. Sometimes you just got to see an easy completion, and then it kind of opens up for you.
Yeah. Yep, I said that as soon as he got his first completion there to Chapman. I was like, hey, it's 1 completion, but it could go a long way.
And caps off with a 31-yard pass to Blake Logan. Again, his 5th touchdown reception of the year.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, they're going to send out Blake Logan for the kickoff. Has a little bit more accurate leg, a little bit more deeper leg.
So let's see if Logan can try to maybe boot this into the end zone, Wilkins-like. He is going to boot it deep. It is going to not make it into the end zone. Caught at the 10-yard line.
Returnable.
Out to the 30, out to the 35, spinning away and still going. Logan trying to drag him down and finally does across the 45-yard line.
That's another thing when you got Logan out there. You know, Lloyd's just learning the ropes, and Blake's been tackling kids for years, so you send him out there, and that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle there. He gets an open field. So
now Jaden Bishop doesn't have a catch on the day, or excuse me, Bishop does have the one catch for 2 yards, but dangerous in the return game, and again, still 2 timeouts left, 19 seconds remaining in the first half as well.
With good field position, so you know, you take the maybe risk of an interception or turnover, but you also risk the reward. You get a touchdown or a field goal, we'll have to see what Western Beaver tries to do here.
It also took 10 seconds off the clock, that kick return. Keep that in mind. Quick pass into the flat they go for Sparbani, trying to get some space. Not going to be able to get to the edge. He'll get dragged down after about a 3-yard carry. 10 seconds left when the clock stops after that 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, good tackle there by Fad.
Yeah, interesting. Trying to set up a little bit of a screen. They're going to put 11 seconds on the clock officially. I think that's about right. I would have said 10, but I'll give them 11.
11 seconds left. First half.
We might have to send Manny down to go get a 50-50 ticket either. We didn't get a chance to get our 50-50 tickets here today.
I don't think I'm on though.
Ah, sure you are. We do our Shazi toss at halftime. We'll have a ceremonial Shazi toss as Pontius Insurance helping us out there, providing money for all the 50-50 drawings this year. And if we win, which we've got one this year, the first time in 25 years Limon won a 50-50 drawing, all that money going to these newly formed Shazi scholarships. Someone like Manny Retor could be something like could apply for one of those scholarships. Anybody who's going into the media field, sports management field, is eligible to apply. So Manny, make sure you jot this down. lcsportsnet.com/scholarships.
I'll be doing that.
Get some money.
My dad will love to hear that too.
I'm sure he will. Second down and 7 with 11 seconds on the clock. Peel, empty set, gets the snap. Flag thrown on the play in the backfield. The throw is going to be way over the head of the intended receiver. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, as Chapman was basically bear hugged down to the ground on that play.
Yep. Yeah, he had a receiver down there, but obviously it wouldn't have counted, but he did have a receiver there. He just overthrew him.
I think it was Sparbani again going right down the seam. He's done a little bit of everything here today for Western Beaver, including that long 69-yard touchdown to begin the game.
Yep. Now let's see with them getting pushed back into their own territory if they'll just take the knee or run the ball to go to half, you know. Had that explosive 60-yard gain there early, maybe try to run the ball here and go to half. Don't know if it's worth giving up maybe a pick or something.
Well, and part of it too, though, they can just go and maybe run a safe play, and if they break it, which, they can at any time.
Looks like an empty backfield, so.
I've said that a few times today. So 6 seconds on the clock as they get the call in from the sideline. Likely the last play of the first half here for Western. Peel. He's got the arm. He's going to loft one down the far sideline through the hands of the intended target. Zeros on the scoreboard. That will be the last play of the first half. A dandy of a game here we've seen. Western Beaver leading Mohawk at the halftime break. 20-13. We'll step aside. We'll come back. We'll have the marching band performances, first half stats recaps to get you ready for half number 2 when we return at lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy Unstoppable.
Halftime here at Western Beaver. Reagan Shea, Jared Kaufman, and the Mohawk area marching band about to take the field under the direction of Mr. Jason Zay. Hope you enjoy the halftime show. We'll be back in a moment. 20-3, your halftime score. Enjoy the Mohawk Warrior marching band.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Take it down. You want anything? I'm good. Thank you. I got no. What I do want to do
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mohawk Warrior Marching Band. Trumpet solo today by Nick Keklak. Have a great afternoon and go Warriors! Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Western Beaver Marching Band's performance of It's Not Just a Phase. Tonight, we're diving into a realm where rebellion meets rhythm, and the spirit of punk rock reigns supreme. We're featuring selections from Blink-182, Green Day, and Panic at the Disco. So buckle up, embrace the energy, and let the Western Beaver Marching Band show you that punk rock is indeed not just a phase. So, let's rock this show together! For our first tune of the night, we present a high-energy mashup of Blink-182's The Rock Show and All the Small Things, featuring catchy choruses that captures punk rock's rebellious spirit and infectious fun.
You're where? Yeah, I see you. Yeah, go up to and sit where you're sitting. I'll call you.
powerful rendition of Green Day's Holiday, we unleash bold melodies, energetic percussion, and dramatic formations to capture this anthem's defiant spirit and revolutionary edge.
It just looks like ground.
In a soaring performance of Panic at the Disco's High Hopes, the Western Beaver Marching Band delivers an uplifting spectacle with triumphant brass, vibrant choreography, and dynamic visuals that perfectly embody the song's message of resilience and aspiration. Thank you, everyone, and we hope you enjoyed It's Not Just a Phase as much as we loved performing it for you. Brought to you by JMA Associates. Talk to an expert at JMA Associates today to see how they can assist your school district with all of your accounting, payroll, and human resource needs. The band is under the
There's
direction
your
of
halftime
Mr.
show
Jacob
here
Collins,
from
the color guard
Western Beaver
sponsors are
High
Miss
School.
Brandy Sebesky
We're going
and
to take a
Miss
quick
Emily
timeout. We'll come back. We'll recap the first half and get you ready for opening kick of the second half. Mohawk trailing Western Beaver 20-13. Your score here at the half. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Congratulations to our September LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Elwha City Boys Golf as the September LCAP Team of the Month after finishing 15-0 undefeated in the regular season for the first time since 1979. Congratulations to Coach Sam Berry and the Elwha City Golf Team, our September LCAP Team of the Month.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
Back here at Rich Need Ball of Field at Western Beaver. Beautiful Industry, Pennsylvania, your venue for tonight's. That's only one. I gave myself three. I could do three tonights. This afternoon's football game here in the MAC between Mohawk and Western Beaver. A great first half back and forth, a 20-13 lead for Western at the halftime break. Let's take a look at your first half scoring recap. It's brought to you by Creative Edge, the Creative Edge scoring recap, where design and construction come together with experience. Western Beaver, after a pair of 3 and outs for both teams, a quick strike. Wyatt Scarbani, a 69-yard run, put the scoring on first. 7-0. Scarbani 100 yards in the first half total. That 69-yard touchdown getting things underway. That was the score through the end of the first quarter. The first play of the second quarter, Carter Marshall catches a beautiful pass from Javen Peel in the back corner of the end zone, 24 yards out, made it 13-0 in favor of Western Beaver. And that led a back and forth strand of a bunch of long drives. That was a 10-play drive. Mohawk responds with a 9-play drive on 4th down from the 4-yard line. Bobby Fadden keeps it, runs it into the end zone, makes the score 13-6 as that kick also was off the mark. Western would go right back down with a 9-play drive of their own. Javen Peel using the legs this time from 35 yards out, including a nifty move at about the 10-yard line to avoid a defender to get into the end zone. Extended the lead to 20-6, but left enough time on the clock. 3.5 minutes left at that point. Mohawk able to drive down late. Nice 9-play drive of their own. Blake Logan catching a 31-yard pass from Fadden. Bobby Fadden That made the score 20-13. Bobby Fadden was 0 for 7 throwing the football on the first 4 drives, but went 6 for 8 throwing on the final drive of the first half to cut that lead down to 20-13. Some individual numbers real quick. Fadden 59 yards passing and that touchdown. He also has a rushing touchdown with 50 yards on the ground. Cass Stratton 2 for 18 on the ground. Sam List just 8 rushing yards for Mohawk. Javen Peel 11 of 16 for 108 yards. He has a touchdown. Also the rushing touchdown from 35 yards out. Aiden Vula, the main receiver, 5 catches for 46 yards. And we mentioned Sparbani 100 yards on the mark. There's your Creative Edge scoring recap from concept to creation, combining extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. I'll tell you what's a reality, Manny Retor. We knew that these two teams with 2 dynamic quarterbacks was going to be a fun one to watch, each with a rushing and passing touchdown in the first half. Mohawk doing what they needed to do, though. The last score of the first half, and they are going to receive the second half kickoff here.
Yeah, these are definitely 2 of the best quarterbacks in the MAC going at it here today. And, you know, we knew what Peel is going to come in and do. He's going to be a real good passer, but then he showed you his legs there with that last touchdown. Nice sidestep, great touchdown. And then Bobby just doing what he usually does, making plays when they don't present themselves. So, yeah, we have a great quarterback battle, and we got a great game going into the second half.
A couple other quick numbers. Western was 2 for 4 on 3rd down. Mohawk 2 for 7, but they did convert on both of their 4th down attempts. And here's the stat of the game for me. Western Beaver, 247 yards of total offense. Mohawk just 134. However, again, the scoreboard's all that matters. Just a 7-point deficit right now for Mohawk. As we have... That's the one downside about the yellow shirt. I know you wanted a yellow shirt, Manny. I'm not sure I can get you one because I don't have any more to give at the moment. But that's the downside. You get attacked by bees up here as we're in the open air here at Western Beaver High School. So careful what you wish for, I guess, is what we're...
Yeah, last year our coaches, they had the bees in their... where they came up here in the booth, they had bees. I think they moved their booth because it was swarmed by bees.
You know what? It could be worse. Well, we had the fly infestation out at Summit Academy for one of our games out there. There are about 300 dead flies in the booth where we had to go. Hey,
yeah,
you got to deal with a little bit of everything. You got to get used to it when you're in the broadcasting world.
Yep.
No, we thank Manny Retort again for joining us here on our broadcast this afternoon. And again, make sure you check out all of his recaps every week on our Penn Ohio Bottled Water podcast every Wednesday. Hoping to talk with Union's coach Need Balla here this week as Union tries to find their way into the postseason after a rough start to the year. That's by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Give them a call for delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler system. Real quick before we start the second half, let's again take a look at those keys to the game, Manny, and talk about how these both these teams have been successful or maybe not as successful.
Yeah, that first one we see for Mohawk is ground and pound, and they've had to use the arm. They're just getting stuffed right at the line of the scrimmage. So, I mean, maybe try to work that in here this next second half.
They have protected the ball, both teams have, and we're still waiting to see who will make that big play for the Warriors. And on Western Beaver side, I love what Jaden Peel has done. He's found the open man, not forcing anything.
Yeah, they did get off to a good quick start, though, so definitely filling in one of your keys to the game and finishing drives like they didn't do against Elwood. They caught the ball in the end zone every time they were down there. So
yeah, how about the long sustained drives again for both teams as well. We'll see what adjustments were made here at the halftime break. There's how the teams are making progress on your works in progress. Keys to the game, now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial properties. And we have offsides, it looks like, on the kickoff against Western Beaver. That's going to be their 6th penalty accepted against them. Mohawk clean in the first half, no penalties.
Yep, that was actually going to be pretty funny there because they moved Chapman over and they put some explosive guys where the ball keeps going, and it went right to Chapman. So, but we'll get a new kick here, and you know Chapman is there back with Fadden, and we'll see where this ball goes.
Jackson Chapman, the deep receiver for the Mohawk Warriors. Talk about something I never thought I'd be saying here today. Ball is teed up. Schweikert will try it again. Low line drive kick, and it's going to go to Chapman. Takes that to 21-yard line on a low line drive kick. Going to go up the middle, and a flag thrown about 30 yards in the air by that official. Heck of an arm, Mr. Official on the far sideline.
He was just making sure it was known there's a flag on the play.
Well, he heard us say there were no flags against Mohawk in the first half.
And this might be the first one.
Let's take a look at your Crane Room starting lineup. No winning word tonight because it is Saturday, but a big shout out if you went out and said Red Zone. You got your free Crane chips last night there after the game at the Crane Room. Bobby Fadden again first half, 59 yards passing, all on that final drive, 50 yards rushing and a touchdown each way. Sam List and Cass Stratton, we hope to see Cass Stratton here in the second half. Left with an ankle injury, got taped back up. We'll see if he will be back out there as well. Jackson Chapman, the tight end with Connor Hart, Corey Fennell, Blake Logan. We've seen Landon Argero making his first catches of the year at wide receiver as well. And real quick, the O-line, Monaco, Sumi, Kelly, Gleghorn, and Radsminski. So after the penalty, they'll mark it to the 30-yard line. That's where Mohawk will take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get that run game going, trying to bounce to the outside, and not anywhere for Sam List to go. In fact, he's going to lose a yard on that first down carry.
Curious to see if Stratton comes in here in the second half, leaving that game early with a left ankle injury. I talked to his dad at halftime. His dad said he just got that stinger on where that injury was, and he thinks he'll be back in the second half. So
yeah, he's currently standing here close to midfield on the sideline. He's got his helmet on. Looks like he's ready to go, retaped. Right now, the Sam List, the lone back out there with Fadden, sending trips to the right here on 2nd and 11 here on the first drive of the second half. Hard count. Fadden now gets the snap. Flush out of the pocket. He's going to sidearm throw, looking for an open receiver. Logan got tripped up. No call there. It looked like pretty incidental, but of course, the Mohawk coaching staff asking for a flag, not going to get one, and in no man's land here with 3rd and 11.
Yeah, a slow little start here for the Warriors. We'll see what they can come up with here on 3rd down.
Yeah, big 3rd down to start the second half for sure. Trying to think of the right thing to say to your mystery message man right there, but I just...
Well, he played a little bit of a... He helped me out getting onto this call.
Yeah, we'll give him a shout out at some point then. 3rd down, 2 receivers each way on 3rd and 11. Fadden with List to his right. Blitz coming, picked up. Plenty of time. Pump fake, now through a near sideline. Tiptoe catch on the near side by Blake Logan. Catching a beauty, a sidearm throwing a beauty as well from Fadden, converting on 3rd and long.
Yeah, there's Fadden and Blake Logan hooking up again. That's a great duo there, great connection. Fadden, he had time in the pocket for one of the first times today, and he was able to complete a throw to Blake Logan, getting open there and toe tapping it.
I will give a big shout out then to... He is a great guy, I guess.
Yeah, great student in class, isn't he?
Oh, yes. He makes you want to do that a lot. Oh, we're having too much fun with the new soundboard here today, Manny. You got to get that broken out. How about trying to break through the middle? Most space you've seen on a run up the middle really so far from Sam List. Picks up 4 or 5 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, positive yards there. That's really what you want.
Stay ahead of the chains.
Yep.
Big key to any team, especially this Mohawk team, the way that they've worked the ball here today and worked it all year long. First drive of the second half. Again, it's really impressive. After going 0 for 7 on his first 7 pass attempts, goes 6 for 8 on the last drive. Call it 2nd down and 6. 2 tight end set here. They'll hand it off again to List. List runs in the back of his own man. Not a whole lot of room. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looks like he ran into Jackson right up the gut. As you can see, LCAP instant replay. Another big 3rd down here to start. Here to start the day, or to start the second half, I should say. Good. Fadden gets the call from Coach Kutch. 15 on the play clock as the Warriors break the huddle here on 3rd down.
3rd down at about 6.
They'll send Argero and Logan to the top of your formation. Chapman now the motion man. Fadden scrambling out to his right. Gets around the first guy. Lowers his shoulder at the sticks, and he's going to have enough to move the chains.
Yep, that little last-ditch effort there to lower the shoulder might have gave him the first down.
Not a design run there, Manny.
Number first down on the Western Beaver 47-yard line.
Not a design run there, Manny, going to the left side there, but we'll confirm, making sure we have maybe some sound issues here. We'll confirm here after this first down play. Man in motion is Hart. They're going to go run to him, reverse over to Logan. He's going to look to pass. He's going to fire one down the field. Ardra kind of cut back inside. Well covered there on the play by Chris Kirkland. A little bit of razzle-dazzle there, and not fooled, though, was Western. Logan's first pass attempt of the year. Yeah, make sure people who are listening on LC SportsNet, not on the Western Beaver.
Yes, the huddle cam.
Yes. Though you're probably going to hear plenty out there, too. Keeper from Fadden on the zone read. He's going to get to the corner, knocked out of bounds there after a 3 or 4 yard gain. Good job staying with him by Sparbani. Give me third down, call about 7 to go after that play.
Yeah, even though a short gain there, he gives the ball to List. He's getting blown up in the backfield, so.
9th play of the drive here upcoming. It's going to be a third down. Yeah, call it 7 to go. You see a lot of teams do that there, Manny, though. You get across midfield. If you have something dialed up to try to hit the big play, you go for it.
Yeah, we'll see what they draw up here and see if they get in fourth down territory.
This play call might dictate that. On 3rd and 7, what they try to draw up. Good job to pick up the blitz. Fadden throwing across his body, finds Logan on the crossing route. 2 guys trailing him, didn't matter. Moving the chains again. That's the third down conversion of this opening drive.
Yeah, just a little pitch and catch there, enough to get the first down. And always good when you're completing on 3rd downs.
Mark it at the 31, so another 13-yard pickup from Fadden to Logan. 4 catches, 64 yards now for Blake on the afternoon. Trips to the right. Fadden in the gun with List to his right. High snap, design run for Fadden, trying to get to the edge, able to do so. Using the legs a lot more in the second half, though not much here. Does pick up a couple of yards on first down.
Yeah, Fadden really showing the legs to start this second half, and you know they're chewing a lot of clock, a lot of plays.
Yeah, this drive, the first drive of the second half, clock now winding at 7:45. So you're talking about already 4.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, you want to keep that explosive Western Beaver offense off the field, though. So they're doing probably what's planned.
Look at what Southside did last night so effectively against Neshannock. Just Neshannock ended up dialing up something late to get the win. I think they only had 7 drives in the entire game. Drive number 6 of the contest here this afternoon for Mohawk. A 2nd down and 7. High snap, again handled by Fadden. Hands off to List, bounces off a couple of tacklers, bounces off his own man and falls forward. Just shy of the line of the game.
Yeah, List was real patient there, as I talked about Western Beavers running back in the first half, but List was real patient there. He didn't explode on any hole, let his lineman get the block, and got a good gain. Now sets up for a really manageable third down.
Yeah, pinballing his way around there was Sam List. 3rd down upcoming, working behind those big men there, trying to plow open some space. 3rd called a long one as they mark it at about the 23-yard line. Need to get just inside the 21 to move the chains. Pistol set, extra lineman in there for Mohawk. They will hand it off and nowhere to go, but List keeps the legs going. He fights for it. He might have the first down.
Wow.
Check it out on your LCAP instant replay. Stopped in the backfield, but spins away from it. It's going to depend on the spot. We might have to get the chain gang out here again, Manny.
Just keeping those legs turning, and yeah, they're going to, looks like, yep, they're going to call the chains out. And
now, they don't do this on turf fields anymore because turf fields are perfectly matched and lined up. The officials put the ball, so they need to get to the 21 for a first down. They would have put it immediately on the 31. You know if it hits the line, it's a first down. Grass fields, they're not perfect, so that's why you still bring out the chain gang.
Let's see if it's going to go Western Beavers' way again or if the Warriors get one. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to be a
It's close.
Oh,
he
they gave it to him. Yeah, it had to be the nose of the football. I saw the football down here. It didn't look like it was there, but the nose must have caught it.
I hate to make a credit card reference, but didn't have to get the credit card out to measure that one. Just enough to move the chains. 4 for 4 on third downs now on this drive, Manny.
Yeah, the Warriors are marching down the field, even using every one of their downs, but they're getting the ball down the field.
3 yards in a cloud of dust works just fine.
Yeah, as we're already down to 6 on the clock.
Wow, you're right. 6 minutes off the drive. Ball at the 21-yard line. This is the opening drive of the second half. Mohawk methodically working their way down the field.
Yeah, I'm sure Western Beavers offense antsy to get back on the field.
Keeper for Fadden, goes up the middle, falls a couple of blockers, does get inside the red zone, dragged down at the 15-yard line, pickup of 6 on first down. That zone read, again, didn't see a whole lot of it last year with Rona at quarterback. Fadden a little bit more mobile, and he's run that zone read very well.
Yeah, he's pulling it when he needs to pull it, and he's giving it when he needs to give it. It's all you want.
Again, Mohawk has entered the red zone. Big shout out to the red zone. We'll be the reason why we're passing out shirts at the end of the game, our LCAP Team of the Month, our Red Zone Athletes of the Month, but we'll give our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game and our MVP Insurance MVP of the game.
Let's see if they keep trying to pound the rock or throwing a little pass play here.
2nd down and 4. Blitz up the middle, running right at it, though, is List. Runs in the backward zone. Man, right now you can see, though, the Mohawk O-line, Manny, is surging forward on every play.
Yeah, the O-line's doing a great job, and List is also doing a great job. List is keeping his feet moving to start this second half, and he's getting every yard he can possibly get.
10 carries for 24 yards. Doesn't feel like that much, but when you look at what he's done here methodically, a 4, 6, 7-yard gain, moving the ball forward as needed.
Yep. Not a lot of fantasy football points, but he's doing what the team needs to be done.
First and goal now. They'll mark it at the 8. Logan and Ardro, the receivers, to the right. Fadden looking that way. He's going to fire towards the back corner. One-on-one coverage and just absolutely locked in defensively.
Yeah, it went both ways. Yeah, they were both hand fighting, and I mean, can't call anything there.
Yeah, Kirkland right in the bread basket. Good job to get that outside hand away, to swipe it away as well. That was the 15th play of this opening drive, though, for Mohawk. But it means nothing, Manny, unless
under 5.
Wow. Means nothing if you can't punch it in, though.
One drive. We're going to be in the 4th quarter here before you know it.
It does feel like we've had Wilmington or Southside Beaver running a wing T.
Yeah.
Now this is Mohawk running their offense. Strong so far in this second half. Play number 16 of the drive. Fadden looking to throw. Throw on the crossing route. Diving play, and it's going to be caught, but the who by? The defense got it. It's intercepted in the end zone.
By
Kirkland steps in front to make the pick. Actually, I believe that was 28 Bryce Adkins who stepped in front to get the interception. The 16-play drive takes 8 minutes off the clock nearly, Manny, but no points on the board after the pick.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a big fan of going away from the run there as it worked the whole entire time and going back-to-back passes, maybe to try to catch them off guard, but you know, the run was working effectively and the line was doing its job, and then you go away from it and you throw an interception. It's tough.
That's your first Fedora Bonner Law change in possession. Make sure you protect your possessions with a community firm with individualized service and a personal connection. So now we'll see Javen Wpial out there for the first time in the second half. He hands it off, big hole up the middle, close to the first down on that. The 3rd carry of the game for Braden Merritt.
Down by Corey Fiddle.
And they will give him enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they're fresh right now. That
after a 25-minute halftime and plus the first 8 minutes of game time to start the second half.
Yeah, the Mohawk defense, most of those guys are out there on offense, and quarterback, when you have your quarterbacks on the sideline for Western Beaver, I mean, he's fresh. And
see if they can take advantage. 1st and 10. Handoff again to Mayo. Bounces to the outside. Good cut back up the middle. He's again going to have a first down. Another 10-yard gain. Move the chains.
Tackled by Dan Monaco.
And Monaco a little slow to get up after making the tackle at the end of that play as well.
First down, Western.
back-to-back first downs here. It's just gut-wrenching if you're Mohawk right now. You drove down the field, then you throw an interception. Now they're back-to-back first downs on you.
Well, hey, Western just did a bend, don't break. Mohawk's got to say the same now. Can they do bend, don't break defense right back? Ball just outside the 40. Peel looking to lob one down the near sideline. Looking for Bishop. Has a step. Got a catch. Bishop to the 10. Bishop to the end zone for a 60-yard touchdown. Jaden Bishop was locked up the entire first half. He gets a 60-yard touchdown. Looks like he might be getting a flag at the end of the play as well for the celebration. But Western Beaver, they hold on defense, and then they strike for the big one.
Yeah, flag's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct as he turned around and looked at the offenders there at the end. And
probably said the magic word.
Yep.
And now we'll see if Mohawk elects to enforce it on the PAT or on the kickoff. 3 plays, all for first downs. 10, 10, and 60. As Jaden Bishop just went deep for his 5th touchdown of the season.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against.
There we go. Unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown, and it will be enforced on the kickoff.
Louis Schweikert to attempt the extra point.
So Schweikert on to try to make it a 14-point advantage. Snap back kick is up, and it just squeezes inside the right upright. It's good. 27-13, your score. Step aside, be back in a moment. Mohawk Trails beat Western Beaver here at lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Western Beaver able to capitalize on the turnover. 3 plays is all it takes. The big play down the field, which Mohawk was able to stop the big play throughout most of the first half. 60-yard touchdown.
Short back to Chapman.
4th return of the day for Chapman on the kick to the 40-yard line, out to the 45, make it a 47. So there's going to be good field position coming here for Mohawk after that penalty on the unsportsmanlike on the touchdown.
Doesn't mean anything if you don't capitalize. So Warriors have a long drive, ends in an interception, and Western Beaver has a very quick drive and ends in a touchdown.
Well, I guess the one thing you can try to maybe take out of it, Manny, is that after that long drive, are you wearing down that defense a little bit? Can you continue to maybe go back to that ground and pound game that seemed to work pretty well there to start the second half?
Let's see if that's what Coach Dickie Robb is thinking here with his play calls.
They'll send Logan to the left, Fennell to the right. Two tight end set as well. Pistol set, handoff up the middle, nowhere to go for List, runs right into a wall of black jerseys up the A-gap.
Mayo and Lilly.
Braden Mayo there in the middle linebacker position. Real quick, wanted to mention the rankings right now in Class 2A. How about Owen City right now in Trib's rankings? They're ranked at number 2, St. LaSalle at number 1, South Park, South Allegheny, and Steel Valley rounding out the top 5 in the Class 2A rankings, which mean absolutely nothing come playoff time because it's actually not even just an automatic top 4 make the playoffs anymore. top 3 are guaranteed. After that, it's wild card. You could have 3, or it could be 4, 5, or even 6 from a single conference, depending on what the committee chooses to do. So a unique twist this year in the WPIL playoffs as the list gets twisted down for a loss. No one fooled on that one. We're moving backwards is Mohawk.
Yeah, go back-to-back run plays, and now you got to probably throw it on a 3rd and long, and it's just...
A Mohawk 4 for 4 on 3rd downs on that first drive of the second half. This is another long one. 3rd down and 12 officially.
Yeah, back to what you were saying about the playoffs. I mean, you really win this game. Whoever wins this game, you really seal your playoff spot.
Yeah, with only 2 games remaining. May not be official by the numbers, but yeah, you're basically in. Fadden rolling out to his right, now stops, fires to the near sideline. Good job to undercut it and knock it away. Chris Kirkland doesn't have a catch today, but man, he has played some solid defense, looking that one away from Logan. And Mohawk will go 3 and out. Trailing by 14, and now after running the clock so well in that first drive, clock is going to quickly start becoming the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, that drive that ended in the interception is going to be a drive you look back at the end of the game. You're like, that one just sucks. Because you did what you wanted to do, and it just didn't end the way you wanted it.
Now Blake Logan on to punt it again. Rugby style. Sideways spinning boot, bounces at the 25, almost goes straight up in the air, and it is down there by List at the 24. That's where Western Beaver will take over 1st and 10. Stay tuned next week. Still figuring out exactly what the schedule is going to be, but right now we will for sure have Newcastle hosting Ambridge as one of our games. Plan is to be joining with Mercer County Radio for Wilmington hosting Sharpsville, but stay tuned. We're hoping we might have a 3rd game. Might be an audio-only broadcast as we gear up for the playoffs. Remember, the playoffs is a whole different element.
Get all the games in the playoffs. Try to.
Yeah, we try our best to, but it's also forced to be behind the NFHS paywall, so video a lot of times not free to watch. We do what we can. More information on that after this first down play. Wide snap. Good job by Wpial to get down to get to it, and then give it for a huge gain for Scarbaney. Look at him go, the speed out of nowhere, like a bullet out of the gun to the house. 76 yards for Wyatt Scarbaney, his 2nd long touchdown run of the day.
Yeah, now Western Beavers just taking it to Mohawk.
And that's what it is, though. He makes one man miss in the hole. The speed that he's got, gone.
Yep.
Touchdown runs of 69 and 76 yards.
I mean, Mohawk coming into this probably wanted to make Western run the ball, and Western's like, all right, we'll run the ball.
Yeah, they are doing exactly that. Scarbaney, first touchdown in the game, has the latest one as well. Extra point makes it 34-13. We'll step aside, back in a moment. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
I'm Kevin Sapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
Yeah, we thank the Mohawk Education Association for their continued support. Well, there's a false start on a kickoff. I think you just had one right there. Nonetheless, now they do boot it away. Low line drive kicks can be taken by Logan as the up man at the 30-yard line, trying to come to the near sideline, and he's going to break away from one, gets a block from Fadden, gets out to the 35, ran a long way for about a 5-yard return. 50-yard run, 5-yard return. And we'll see now Mohawk, biggest deficit of the day, trailing by 3 scores. Can't get it all back in one play, Manny, but you also got to just get back to what has been working and try to chip away little by little is all you can do.
Yeah, you got to try to get this ball down the field and somewhat quick, because this third quarter is going to come to the end, and you're going to give Western the ball back fourth quarter, and the running's been working for them, and the clock's on their side.
The exact opposite of what we were saying not 5 minutes ago when Mohawk was driving down looking to tie the game and controlling the clock. 2 receivers each way for Fadden. Looks to throw, has Logan open at the 40, and he'll get dragged out of bounds near the first down marker, and looks like he will have enough to move the chains. Well, depends on the spot. Needed to get just past the 45, so he's going to be just a 9-yard pickup. 5th catch of the game, though, for Blake Logan.
These tough games are great for the Warriors, though, because like we said earlier on, the Warriors are such a young team, and you know, they had a tough game to Shannock first game. They compete with them, then they go and compete with Elwood on the road. Now they're on the road in a Saturday game against a really good Western Beaver team, and it's going to help them as they have these last 2 games and try to get to the playoffs.
Nowhere to go. Gang tackle there. Eli Cooper, the first one in there defensively. Running game just all of a sudden not showing up for Mohawk.
Yeah. You know, this point in the game, quarter's going to come to the end. Maybe fourth quarter, you're going to see them throwing the ball a lot more.
Trailing by 3 scores, going to have to go to the air as Mohawk trails 34-13 as the third quarter comes to an end. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in a moment on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
All right, a little jig too. We had one blindfolded raised up. That one upside down. The Western Beaver marching band. I think we're going to have one more blindfold attempt here from the quad players at Western Beaver. We got to give the love to the band, Manny.
Oh, yeah.
Great stuff there. We actually were able to give out a couple of shirts that we owed Mohawk. We had another one for Jared Kaufman. We got one for Reagan Shea, the MVP of the game from that wet band festival you were talking about earlier. And then also for the wonderful job that it was Austin Davis who gave up his trumpet in the middle of a Laurel performance because of the trumpet malfunction. So we gave him an MVP of the game award as well. Now fourth quarter action coming your way. Mohawk trailing by 21. Fadden draws back to pass on 2nd and 13. Over the middle, Arjuna makes the catch across midfield. Good game, about 7 or 8 yards, and we'll make it 3rd down and very manageable.
Yeah, I think if you're the Warriors, you just got to continue to attack the air because the run game has went nowhere today. You got to keep attacking the air, try to get the ball in the end zone, and go from there.
That puts Fadden over 100 yards passing on the day. 3rd down, call it 4 to go into Western Beaver territory. Fadden's going to roll to the right on 3rd down. Trying to get to the edge and going in the wrong direction. He's just going to throw it out of bounds. I don't even think it got back to the line of scrimmage. You're going to have a hold. You're going to probably have intentional grounding as well.
Yeah, that goes on Fadden there. You get flushed out of the pocket. You see your line can barely hold. Quit looking for that play down the field. Just get the ball out of your hands because, you know, that hold came late, and that comes from your running back, a guy that's not normally blocking.
Right.
Like, you should notice that quick and be like, I got to get the ball out of my hands because now you're moving nowhere but backwards.
Yeah, you could have had a chance at a 4th down and 4 if you throw it away immediately, but now, so they'll decline the holding penalty. I haven't seen them drop a flag for grounding. unless they're saying that there was a receiver in the area, which I did not see one, Manny. If they do have grounding, then you're going to decline the hold, and it's going to be 5 yards from the throw.
And you lose it down.
And so it'll be, instead of 4th and 4, it'll be 4th and about 24. We wait for the call from our official. Again, coming up after the game, we'll announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game, as well as your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Holding against Mohawk is declined. And there's the intentional grounding call. That'll be called 5 yard from the spot of the throw.
Accepted.
And a loss of down. So it's technically only a 5 yard penalty, but it's going to act like a 20 yard penalty, as it'll move it to about the 31 yard line. That's it, right on the 30.
Yeah, what I was saying about Fadden, at that point, you got to find the nearest receiver towards out of bounds. You just got to chuck that. You can't sit there looking for a play. I know you're down 3 scores, trying to make something happen, but Hail Mary here on 4th down.
Yeah, and that's it right there. Because of that, they're actually going to have to send out the punt team, not even going to try on 4th and 25. So 11:20 remaining. Mohawk is going to have to boot this one away. Trying to get everybody lined up. Rosano, I think the one on the near side, just getting set in time. Logan able to get off a spiraling punt. Nobody deep, and it's going to take a nice Mohawk bounce. We'll be down close to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a 48-yard punt there from Logan, but now time will become the enemy with 11:17 remaining. And Western with a 3-score lead.
Yeah, you know, they're going to run the ball, but I can see Western Beaver up 3 scores, throws in a quick pass play, catch the boy. Western Beaver just has everything in front of them right now. They could do whatever they want, really.
And after the slow performance to start last week, they came out firing early here against Mohawk and firing quickly. About 4 plays, 2 touchdowns in the second half. 4 plays, 4 first downs in the second half.
Jeez.
Ball on their own 22-yard line to start this drive.
Yeah, that's a stat they'll look at film and be. That'll probably be one of the biggest points they touch on.
Peel looking to throw.
They do go pass.
And he's got on the wheel route, trying to go deep, and it's going to be caught near midfield, stumbling, rumbling, and finally dragged down. Cole McDaniel able to
Pass is complete to David.
knock him down.
Yeah, what a ball there.
Wow. The freshman, David Ventraska, is the one who makes the catch.
What a ball there. That was a great ball. You saw McDaniel try to jump up and deflect it, and as soon as he didn't deflect it, that ball was going to land in the receiver's hand without a doubt. And now they're right back in the red zone.
From the 22 to the 18-yard line.
This one got out of hand quickly.
Pass out into the flat.
Pass complete to Vula.
Caught there by Vula. His 6th catch of the game. Ushered out of bounds after about an 8-yard gain. So 28 plus 32. Yeah, it was a 60-yard completion to Ventraska. Just padding the stats now for Jaden Peel. 200-plus yards on the day. And Chains got tangled up on the far sideline on that. Let's check. That might have been...
Official timeout.
That was the first catch of the year, by the way, for the freshman Ventraska on that deep ball.
What a first catch, too.
Yeah, and it just, again, shows you the number of weapons that they have. So coming into today's game, Manny, just listen to this. Chris Kirkland, 20 catches. Guess what? He doesn't have a catch today. Jaden Bishop, 18 catches. He's got the long touchdown catch. Aiden Vula, 16 receptions on the year. He's got now 6 on the day. Kurt Juan Moore, 11 catches. He doesn't have a catch today. Braden Mayo is the next one, 9 catches. He doesn't have a catch today. But then you got the new guys coming in. Spur Banny, more catches today than he had all year. Ventraska getting his first catch of the year. It's just the number of weapons that this offense can have is extremely impressive. And the way that Jaden Peel has done all year long, and especially today, of spreading it out to 5 different receivers is very impressive.
Yeah, over there fixing the chains, it's almost like, how many people does it take to change a light bulb, you know?
Well, if you've never had to deal with the chain links getting tangled up, man.
Any chain links getting tangled up is Yeah, look, here goes the guy getting different chains.
You're right. I think we are going to get a substitute
chain.
Now, that might be a first. I'm not sure that I've ever seen.
Here he comes. He's like, I got one.
Looks like they got everything untangled. Is it officially 10 yards still? Well, it gives us a chance again. Your scrolling scoreboard, your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority and all those games played yesterday. Give it another shout out though. Why drive when you can relax and ride? As gas prices continue to rise, you can save money and let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. 2nd down and 3 after all that is Western is in the red zone. Quick pass to the near side on the bubble screen. They do get Kirkland his catch, and they get Kirkland his touchdown.
Yep, Kirkland waited all game for that one, and he's going to have that. And I really like that play there by Western. You almost set a pick, but you don't. And it just opens that receiver up perfectly for that little slant route. And nothing but green in front of him, and he walks into the end zone.
And it's not a pick because of the timing of it, and that's something that I'm sure they've run 1,000 times in practice.
Yes.
That ball, as soon as it's caught, immediately getting into the blocks. 40-13 all of a sudden. This is a 20-13 score at half. Schweikert on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Nathan Vula. The kick is up, and this one wide to the left, so it remains a 40-13 score. We'll step aside again, come back in a moment. Here from Industry, it's Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games, plus we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Joseph's Market Drive summary. It's another quick one, a 3-play scoring drive as Kirkland gets the touchdown reception from 11 yards out. His first catch of the game, Jaden Peel's 3rd touchdown pass to go with 1 rushing. I have a feeling who we might be talking about as an MVP insurance MVP of the game. Tell you what, the MVP of the game, the MVP of the year is going to be whoever can stop all these election calls from flooding my voicemail.
Dad made me get the mail today, and I go and open the mailbox, and that's all the mail is now. Just election.
Yeah, we got another month of that. That's why we got the football games to distract us, as well as we got playoffs coming up, not just for football, but beginning next week. Soccer brackets come out on Wednesday with the opening games beginning a week from today for the WPIL playoffs. And then volleyball, the final regular season games on Thursday. They'll announce those brackets on Friday, and the tournament beginning the following Monday or Tuesday. Again, we'll get as many games as we can. We can guarantee audio broadcasts for all these games, and we can guarantee video behind the NFHS paywall. That's all we can guarantee. We're going to try the best that we can as we have a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. We're going to try the best that we can to get free broadcasts like you're watching right now on Facebook Live and on YouTube. We appreciate you guys tuning in live or archived. The issue is the NFHS Network is the one that owns the rights. So if NFHS Network is doing the game, or if anybody who works with NFHS Network is doing the game, we can only do audio, or we can only do a video behind their paywall. We're hoping that we can get a few of them. We were able to get a decent number last year. We're going to try again, but we need your help. Anybody out there, if you're interested in helping to make those broadcasts a possibility, please give me a call, send me an email, jdotson@lccap.org, or you can email lcsportsnet@lcap.org. Send us a message on social media, give us a call, whatever it takes. We want to get these games on the air, but we can't do it without help from sponsors and from organizations out there. So, again, we appreciate your help. We're going to do all we can to get as many broadcasts free to watch. We'll definitely have free to listen for any game that we do. That is a guarantee. We will make that happen. It's just a matter of how lucky we can get in trying to do games. Let's give an example. The Mohawk Imani game, we're the only people who wanted to do that game last year.
but it was at Moon, and Moon had NFHS cameras. Therefore, we can only do an NFHS behind the paywall broadcast. It's a tricky system. We're still trying to learn everything with it. But, again, reach out any way you can help. We'll do everything we can to make these games happen. Back to the action here. Fadden in the gun on 1st and 10. He's going to throw to the near side. Argiro bopped out of his hands and picked off on deflection by Braden Mayo. He looks to return. He's going to get inside the 20. But the flag thrown right at the interception. I think they're going to say that the first defender coming through may have gotten him early, may have run through the receiver to make the deflection.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is. Yeah, it did come right as the play happened, and we'll see what the refs want to call here. They're talking it up and chit-chatting.
Yeah, Wyatt Sparbani is the one who made the deflection. We've called his name a few too many times tonight if you're a Mohawk fan. 2 long touchdown runs responsible for that interception right there, but I think they're going to give pass interference. There it is against Sparbani. He made a play. He made a play on the ball, but I guess the officials are saying that he went through the defender to do so. That's a description that he's getting right there from the official.
Yeah, and having the Western Beavers coaches next to us, they sure don't like that one.
And again, I don't blame them, in all honesty. That is a close bang-bang play.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a tough play. I didn't think that was going to come as a pass interference, but
the good news for Western Beaver is that they have a 27-point lead, that it's not going to hurt too much. I want to correct, it was number 3, not number 8 in the coverage, Jaden Bishop. Pump fake for Fadden with new life. Throw behind the intended target as Ardro was the nearest Warriors receiver. I have a feeling that one might be talked about in class on Tuesday there, Manny, the old PIAA officiating class that we're doing there at Union. Again, you can.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring these guys in. We'll see. We'll have them talk at the meeting, see what they think about the call.
Hang on a minute, because I have something really important to say here. Let's see if we can get it.
Better job at officiating, please go to PIAA.org, click on how to become official, take your test and see how you can do.
Thank you, Limo. We appreciate that.
Oh, this new switchboard.
Oh, yeah, we're having too much fun with it. Fadden throw to the far side, caught there by Chapman, makes the first man miss, tries to break away from 2 and does, still going, dragging guys forward. How about Jackson Chapman? He still won't go down.
Took a shot there at the end of the play, but have fun dragging him down. I mean,
look, this is a guy who literally does it all. 3rd catch of the game. He's got 4 kick returns on the day. He's been in on many pass rushes defensively. Oh, by the way, he played with the Warrior band at halftime.
Yeah, at the end of that play, I thought maybe a flag come out because that shot that took him down was helmet to helmet, but
yeah, not deemed a defenseless player. Fadden rolling left, now fires towards the end zone. Logan unable to get to it, but got grabbed on the arm as he went for the pass.
Yeah, he was trying to make his way back to the ball there. This is where the pass interference is going to come into. When you deny the receiver ability to get back to the ball, that's what they're going to call, and they're going to call the pass interference.
I think Mohawk got away with a hold there back at the original line of scrimmage as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, the official even put the pads back in under the jerseys, but no flag there. They are going to get the pass interference. And that's going to be what is going to be looked at, I think, in the Western Beaver room, though, is the penalties are starting to add up against the Golden Beavers here today.
Yeah, and some of them are questionable. I bet some of the coaches look at it and be like, all right, this one didn't count it. We don't think that one should have been called that. And it's just, it's different. The different officiating crews you'll get.
Yeah.
Some are tighter than the others. But like you said a couple minutes ago, they're up, 4 scores now?
Yeah, 4-score lead, 27-point advantage. 8 penalties for 85 yards, though. Yeah, they won't be pleased with that number. But as you said, they'll probably wipe some of those out. Fadden's going to step up in the pocket, flips it out to the list, bobbles it, and unable to hold on to the ball. Never had possession of it. A couple of times now that Fadden probably could have just taken off and run.
One was a pass that was short back in the first half, incomplete. That one right there, I think, List ready to run before he had secured possession.
Yeah, and if he runs there, you know, he could have had the blocker in List, but decides to throw the ball. And I mean, it's just all decisions you make right then and there.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. Get it out to him as quickly as you can. Just unfortunately for Mohawk, did not go into their advantage. 2nd down and 10 as the clock winds down to 8:44 remaining. Pistol set again, all passes so far here on the drive. 2 first downs via the penalty on the drive as well. Play action. Fadden still looking for room. Steps away from 1, steps away from 2. It's turned into a backyard game now. Directing traffic, throw, catch made at the 12-yard line. Joey Nail able to make the catch for about a 13-yard gain.
To Joe Nail.
Yeah, good job there by Fadden, getting away from all that pressure. And you know, you're starting to hear some of the coaches' voices more than you hear our voices. And
yeah, we apologize. We are up on the balcony with the Western Beaver coaching staff. And it's kind of funny, too, the athletic director. Big shout out to him getting us all set up. Owen Cladaniel, great stuff from him getting up here with us. But they got the huddle cam right there. I can only imagine how loud that's coming through. Huh. We have the headsets. 1st and 10 from the 12. Again, a lot of time for Fadden. Breaks out of the pocket. He's going to lob it towards the back of the end zone. Toe tapping in the corner. Did Nail keep the feet in? He did.
What a catch. What a catch late in the game.
Joey Nail, who missed the last couple of weeks, back-to-back catches, his first of the game, first of the year, and first touchdown of the year, that is, for Joey Nail. So a little bit of life here with 7:45 remaining. It's still a 21-point advantage for the Golden Beavers. Point after is good as well. More specialty points for Specialty Cookies. We'll step aside, back in a moment. Still a 20-point advantage here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Firefly Solar is a proud sponsor of LC SportsNet. From our regional business partnership to our community benefits agreement with local schools, Firefly Solar is dedicated to being an outstanding neighbor and beacon of economic support for the Lawrence County community. Let's create a stronger energy infrastructure while preserving the agricultural beauty of Lawrence County. Visit fireflysolarpa.com for more info about the Firefly Solar project. Firefly Solar, creating a brighter future in Lawrence County.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN. So with 7:45 remaining, it's a 40-20 game. Probably got to be thinking possibly onside kick time here, right, Manny?
Yeah, they send out Lloyd. Lloyd's our guy for the onside kicks, the squid kicks. He also started booting it deep, and see where he puts this one, and throw out your best hands team, throw out your receivers. Blake Logan's out there, Bobby Fadden's out there.
Yeah, you got Fadden, Logan, looks like Fennel, Argero all over on this near side. And we're still waiting. The officials are still all the way down at the edge of the field. Now they're going to have a conference on the far side about something.
Well, I'm also looking at Mohawk's formation here. You know, who knows who's going to kick this ball, because Fadden kicked the ball earlier in the year,
That's true, too. That's a good point.
It's a good little play here. It's drawn up and
now we got security being called in from the officials.
Is that the AD coming in?
Can't tell if that's Owen or not from here. Well, while they get that sorted out, let's give you another big shout out for our Shawsey scholarships. We created those Shawsey scholarships this year in memory of our good friend and departed colleague Mark Shaws. Any graduating high school senior who plans to go into broadcasting, journalism, or any type of digital media is eligible to apply for a scholarship in the honor of longtime county broadcaster Mark Shaws. You can apply at lcsportsnet.com/scholarship. You can also help out with the Shazi Scholarship Fund there as well. lcsportsnet.com/scholarship. So now we have
meeting with more officials.
I think they're trying to get confirmation of what was said, what needs to be said, and what. Yeah, I think this is just an administrator for Western Beaver that's coming over.
Huh. Might be coming up here to talk to the coaches. Who knows? He looks a little frustrated.
I can't say I blame him. Well, we'll keep tabs on that. Onside kick is away, and it takes a couple of bounces, but able to snag it there was Kurtwan Moore, I believe, on that front line. That's no, number 32, not 12. That's Caden Elko smothering the football, and it will be Western Beaver ball right at midfield. Give another shout out to our friends at Firefly Solar while we have a moment. Again, we had this week as your the band of the week. Laurel Spartan Marching Band was the band of the week this week. All the marching bands from Firefly Solar are going to be getting some customized t-shirts for their leadership group. How about the Western Beaver Marching Band? They did not have a drum major out there under Director Jacob Paolo. Running it all themselves. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, they did a real good job, too.
Peel wants some more. Kirkland wants some more. Good defense. That's off the helmet of Blake Logan. NFL, you might get a face guarding penalty. No such thing in high school. Good tight coverage. Knocks it away with the head.
Good play there by Blake Logan. And, you know, I'm curious out here why Western Beaver's still throwing the football. Maybe for later games, just to, you know, let your quarterback throw the rock a little bit. But, I mean, what's working's working.
Well, tried to take a shot downfield. They've only run. This might be part of it, too. That was only the 8th play they've run in the second half. Jaden Peel, how about this? A little zone read from him for a 2-yard pickup. 3rd down and 8 coming. Jaden Peel now 3 carries, 44 yards and a touchdown. He also has 3 passing touchdowns with 246 yards through the air.
Yeah, it's something else there late in the game, and get your quarterback rolling out when you're up 3 scores. You don't want him to take a hit like that. That's why I was just a little curious to see that play call there.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but at the same time, I think a good job of trusting your signal maker, because what did he do? It wasn't a full slide, but kind of gave himself up and at least avoided any sort of big contact. Using the full play clock now as well. 4 receivers set, 4 to the left, 1 to the right. Peel steps up, has a man streaking behind a defense, tapping it just at the last second. The ball slightly underthrown, and Logan could get a fingernail on it.
Yeah, Logan might have came up there. I'm not sure what that. I don't know if you saw Logan. He might have came up there thinking the quarterback was going to run there, but he got beat deep. And way to save it though by deflecting that pass. That was a touchdown, if not.
Again, we've seen a couple of good backyard plays from Mohawk. That was kind of that one right there, too. It was an out route originally from Chris Kirkland, but then when he sees the quarterback roll out, it's what you're taught. It's what you do in Madden, right? You go deep.
Yeah, I think Blake had his eyes on the quarterback there and almost got beat deep. Luckily, he was able to get a hand on that football.
So still some life now for Mohawk, and nearly getting the blocked punt. And this one's off the side of the foot.
Look out,
Nathan Vula.
Luckily, none of the Mohawk cheerleaders got hit there. Came pretty close.
Watch out, Mr. Laporte as well. I expect better hands from you down there, though, Matt.
Mr. Laporte's almost like my partner in crime. I have a little class with him, 8th period. I get to go in there and I get to help him with anything he gets too busy with the AD job and little things. And ADs do have a lot on their plate.
Yes.
I will say that. There's a lot they do.
And I still can't believe there's a lot of schools up north in District 10 that do not have a full-time athletic director. I don't know how.
He does a lot.
6:44 remaining. They mark it out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's an 18-yard punt. Mohawk regaining possession, still with a little bit of life. A lot of time for Fadden, but no one open down the field. Now scrambling out, running for his life, throws a short one. It's going to be caught for about a 5-yard gain. Oh, couldn't hold on to it.
Pass incomplete.
Yep, dropped the ball there. I mean, you get to reset.
Hardrow wearing the Guardian cap, one of the new additions throughout all levels of football, allowing to be wearing those caps on the helmets.
Mohawk players taking advantage of extra safety.
Oh, absolutely. 3rd down and 2 to go. Fadden. Quick throw to the near side is going to be caught initially by Logan. Almost ripped away from him. Then it is knocked away from him. Kirkland almost ripped it the first time. Then he picks this one off the ground. And he's going to make a house call. Great job by Logan to rip through first.
There's some unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, late block after the play.
No,
Is it before or after he went in the end zone is what's going to be the question.
He hit him with the block, and I don't think the block's what did it. He flexed on him at the end there, and you can't do that.
Well, again, it's if you have the 20-point lead, there's another flag thrown.
Get our guys! Get our guys! Get our guys! Someone get our guys!
Somebody, as the officials are discussing, somebody else said something. So there are multiple flags on the play. Right now, it is unofficially, we're going to call it a 43-yard fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah, what happened there is, if anyone didn't catch it, he was Bobby Fadden was trying to make a play on the ball, and he got, he gave him with a nice block, but then that's not what caused the flag. What caused it was the flexing over him at the end of the play.
Yeah, so I missed the block completely. You saying the block was legal, but there was something said or done after.
No, yeah,
okay.
The block was perfectly fine. He just went over, and the official was right there. He flexed on him, and the official threw the flag real quick.
So we'll call that on the play. We'll call it an 8-yard completion.
Who got the unsportsmanlike earlier?
I think they might be talking about too, is determining that. Yeah. It was,
earlier, because you get 2 and you're out, right?
Correct. It was Jaden Bishop who caught the long touchdown pass earlier.
I'm not sure who did it, but.
So I think what they're also confirming too here, so if it is just unsportsmanlike, but if it was still during the play, I think they've corrected that rule. It used to be if you unsportsmanlike before the play ended, you could lose the touchdown because it was before the play ended. So there's a lot that's going to be discussed here. That no longer.
And then especially that flag that came in late at the end. They got three things they got to discuss right now.
And it's definitely not what the restaurant of choice is for lunch here today. And you know what? I got to say it. We've neglected to say it all day. This is the end of Officials Appreciation Week. So, again, we appreciate all the work that these guys are having to do on Fridays and Saturdays. It is we'll be doing that here in a moment. Let's throw it out there. Limo, do your stuff.
For those of you who think you can do a better job at officiating, please go to PIAA.org, click on how to become official, take your test, and see how you can do.
So they actually called an unsportsmanlike on Mohawk and an unsportsmanlike on Western Beaver that have offset it. So
touchdown stands?
So the touchdown will stand.
Yeah, did you catch the Mohawk unsportsmanlike?
It must have been something that was said because I didn't see anything visual.
I bet it was something after the play. When your quarterback's getting shoved to the ground, getting flexed on. Don't like that.
Well,
so.
and you also don't know if the first one was actually on Mohawk and the second one was actually on Western Beaver. We know nothing.
Yes.
All that we know is that the touchdown stands. They haven't put it now. They finally put the points on the board, so we will as well.
Might have to mic up the referees.
Yeah, there's the official touchdown signal. A 43-yard Chris Kirkland scoop and score. Extends the lead back up to a 4-score lead.
We'll attempt the extra point after the touchdown. Will it hold?
Rula will hold for another Schweikert PAT attempt. And this one sneaks inside the left upright and good. Makes it 47 to 20. Be back in a moment, midway through the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. It's Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zingleopal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
So apparently there was a second unsportsmanlike on Western. So the first two unsportsmanlikes, one on Western, one on Mohawk, were offsetting. And then a third unsportsmanlike conduct also on Western Beaver. Gives them 100 penalty yards on the game and will make this kickoff come from the 25-yard line, but they hold a 47-20 lead after the 43-yard scoop and score from Chris Kirkland, his second touchdown of the game. Both coming here in the second half. Low line drive kick is going to bounce up and be taken by an up man. That's Max Flew. Gets across midfield before he is dragged down at about the 48-yard line of Western Beaver.
Way to hold on to the ball there as a young player. That's his first touch on the ball, and you just want to hold on to it for dear life. Saw both hands around the football.
Smart man. 5:42 remaining. That's, it's double-A ball. You have a lot of players that have to play both ways. Give any reprieve you can. Freshmen get some special teams look, and a good job there from the freshman to do his job.
Last year the Warriors were having Jay Rona. He was able to just play quarterback, and this year Bobby has to play both. But it's kind of like Western Beaver. Their quarterback only's got to play one side of the ball, and so he stays fresh. And
high snap, handoff to List, cuts back to the near side, big opening. Gets close to the marker, to the 40-yard line, will be just short. Give him a gain of 8. Sam List struggled to find a lot of ground, or a lot of room in the ground game today. He's got 14 carries for 30 yards. Fadden leading the way, 70 yards on the ground, 148 through the air. But right now, it's a couple of turnovers, really the difference in this second half, to be honest. And both were one return for a touchdown and one leading to a long touchdown play. That's a 21-point change right there. You get rid of those, and it's still a one-possession game. Fadden, quick throw. Joey Nail, third catch of the game. He's going to get a first down, pick up a 5. Good to see Nail back out there again, missing some time, getting some game reps here in the second half.
And a bad game for the Warriors. Joey Nail's been a bright spot for sure, having a touchdown, having a couple catches, making some good plays on defense. So he's definitely making his way back.
As is Landon Argero.
Yes.
I have him as the first catches of the year, are my very unofficial stats, but 4 catches today for Argero for 33 yards. Logan, the leading receiver, 6 catches for 82 yards. Again, unofficial stats. We'll have all those official numbers for you, though, in the coming days. Sam List, again, finding some open room. He's going to get down into the red zone again. Remember, Spirit Sales can get you big money for your organization. Give the Red Zone a call, fill out a form, and let them do the rest. See how you can score big at the Red Zone.
Yeah, Sam List, he's a great back. He had to take all the carries today. It looks like they rolled. Stratton's going to be out the rest of this game with it being a big lead and
right.
Just playing safe. But List, great back.
Yeah, I think Cashman could have come back in, but they did not bring it back into the game with the injury and with the scoreline turning as it has here in the second half, as that one's incomplete.
What I'm very is List came off that torn ACL last year, and he got right back to it. He had over 100 yards in our scrimmage, and then he was pounding the rock, and he did everything to get back to his senior season, and he's having a pretty good one right now.
That was Cole McDaniel on the far sideline as the intended target. Blake Logan had checked out for that first down play. McDaniel is a receiver again to the left of the formation. Argero on the numbers at the top of your screen. 2 tight end set with List to the left of Fadden. High snap. Fadden's going to have to keep this one up the middle. Going to get down close to the 15-yard line. Give him a gain of about 4. 3rd down and 6 upcoming. 10 carries, 73 yards now for Fadden. Clock runs down to 3:40 remaining.
Yeah, I don't think the Warriors are real concerned about the clock right now. I think they're more concerned about what we can build on, or what they can build on going into their last 2 games with Freedom and Riverside.
And those are going to be 2 big ones
Yes.
Down the stretch. Freedom currently coming in. They're 1-4 after their loss at Union last night. But that Riverside team playing well. And that game is essentially going to be, Manny, for the final guaranteed playoff spot.
Yes, it will. And Riverside, they got some big guys over there.
High snap goes over the head of Fadden. And it's going to be falling on it for the third Medora Bonner Law turnover of the game. Kane Seymour, the freshman, is going to dive on it, and that's going to be how this game basically comes to an end with 3:01 remaining. Your third Medora Bonner Law change in possession.
Yeah, there was a couple bad snaps on that drive, and then that one just soaring.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to look as we have a timeout on the field. I didn't get a chance to look and see if we
I think it was still Kelly, Franklin Kelly, 75. I think he was still in there. And
yeah. Unfortunate time.
Just getting tired, getting beat.
And can happen as we give another shout out to our friends at Pontius Insurance. So this is going to mean that Western Beaver will move to 3-1 in the MAC, or move to 4-1, excuse me, in the MAC. And they will be a game behind Elwood City. Western, their final 2 games are against New Brighton and Freedom, who are combined. New Brighton, after their win last night, is 2-3. Freedom at 1-4. Mohawk, again, also plays Freedom, but then they will host Riverside in the finale. I have a feeling that we will be there for that one.
He definitely should get there.
I think that's probably going to happen. So next week, again, for those keeping score at home, we do have a busy week because we're actually going to be out in Bessemer on Tuesday night for senior night soccer, as the boys from Mohawk will be taking on Elwood City. So a good county matchup there in football. And then on Thursday, we will have a final volleyball match. Guess what? We're going to stay with Bessemer. Actually, it's going to be at Neshannock, though. Mohawk at Neshannock for the final volleyball match of the season. Then Friday night, Wilmington hosting Sharpsville. Newcastle hosting Ambridge. And potentially a third game. Stay tuned. We might have a third audio-only broadcast coming your way on Friday night. Why not? Why not make it 3 weeks in a row of triple-header football? And now Mohawk's going to take a timeout as they trying to identify everybody they have out there on the field. 47-20 your score. Let's take one last quick timeout as well here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Manny Retort's done a fantastic job, much better than he who must not be named when he tried to do himself a broadcast. We appreciate Manny Retort. We've been trying to do this, like you said. We were scheduled to do a baseball game, and then we had some tech issues of having to be across the press box from each other, so that just didn't happen. But no, this was overdue. I'm glad we were able to make this happen.
No, yeah, it's awesome, and love to come back, do some more. It's fun.
Hey, get you some experience. Maybe I'll talk to you about the LCAP internship that we got going on as well, potentially. I know you are a busy, busy man for sure. How about this? A long run for a couple new players in there.
Yep, a lot of the younger players coming in here and end this game.
And these numbers are a little bit tough. It's black with purple numbers and a gold outline.
Yeah, so it's very black number, basically. All you see is the outline.
27-yard line.
Which I believe starting next year is considered an illegal. I think they have to be a completely contrasting number on the inside. So long gain. Unofficially got a 52-yard carry on that one. Handoff coming near side. Breaks away from one tackle there. Does Atkins. Atkins reversing field. Atkins inside the 20 before he's slammed down hard. But getting the second stringer some love here late. That's a 12-yard pickup.
Looked like that was Joe Rosick in the backfield to start. He just couldn't finish the tackle. Might have wrapped a little too high, and from a negative play to a first down.
Minute 40 and winding. One last time into the red zone goes Western Beaver. Mentioned everything going on next week. Again, don't forget Wednesday nights. Every Wednesday night we're going to have our preview. We're going to have a special preview show podcast for the volleyball and soccer playoffs as well once those brackets are unveiled. So stay tuned for all of that once we recreate that studio after last night. Handoff up the middle. Bilko down inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Yeah, Matt and I were in the studio last night, Manny. I don't know if you got a chance to check out. We did a red zone style broadcast.
Yeah, I saw that. That's actually really sweet. Just as many games as we had going on, great games. It's just to get all of those, and
it was
great games last night too.
No kidding, right?
Yeah, every game. I remember I turned on that Riverside Elwood game late, and I was like, wow, and then because Riverside had the lead.
Elwood City was a come-from-behind win. The Shannock was a come-from-behind win. And Laurel Shenango were tied at the end of the third quarter. So
yeah, wow.
He had 3 come-from-behind victories.
Awesome games, yep.
This is going to be a couple of kneel downs now.
Yep.
And that'll wrap this one up. One knee is all we'll take. Your final score, Western Beaver 47, Mohawk 20. And we're going to keep it right here and get right into our Tri-County Principals post-game show. Quick scoring recap brought to you by Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen. Family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. Wyatt Scarbani, a 69-yard run. Carter Marshall, a 24-yard pass on the first play of the second quarter. It was 13-0 Western Beaver. Back and forth they went for the rest of the first half. Bobby Fadden, a 4-yard keeper on 4th down, made it 13-6. Javen Peel answered with a keeper of his own from 35 yards out, made it 20-6. Then 2-minute drill offense working for the Warriors. Blake Logan, 31 yards from Fadden. 20-13 your halftime score. Mohawk goes right down the field, a 16-play drive, getting inside the 10-yard line, but a diving interception in the end zone ends the threat, and really it was all Western from there. Jaden Bishop, a 60-yard touchdown reception. Sparbani, another long touchdown run, this time 76 yards. Chris Kirkland, 11 yards. From Peel. Joey Nail gets a 13-yard catch from Fadden to get the Warriors back on the board, but then a Chris Kirkland scoop and score, 47-20, the final here from Western Beaver. A couple quick numbers. Bobby Fadden, unofficially, 153 yards passing, 73 yards rushing, 3 total touchdowns. Jaden Peel with 246 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, also had a 35-yard rushing touchdown as well. Your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Final score again, 47-20. Second loss of the year in conference play for Mohawk. Still in 3rd place right now in the MAC standings there, Manny. It's going to come down to really probably that last game. Got to come out, do what you got to do against Freedom next week. But that Riverside game, week 9, is going to be the big one now.
Yeah, you can't, next week when they play Freedom, you can't be already focused ahead for the Riverside game. You got to go take care of business next week at Freedom, which is always a tough environment to play in Freedom. And then you got that, it's going to be that matchup with Riverside. Senior night at Warrior Stadium.
Give a big shout out to Ashley Pistachio, our sideline camera today. Matt Flannery, I'm going to send him down to do the honors for our shirts here today for our MVP Insurance MVP of the game, as well as our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award recipients. Let's start with the Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. After the interception, you get the touchdown, but then the real nail in the coffin in my mind, he had 2 long runs that were incredible. Wyatt Sparbani, that 76-yard run, though, really just a lightning speed, incredible stuff from him. He's going to get our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award today. He'll get a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being today's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game recipient. Congratulations again to Wyatt Sparbani, today's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. How can you go against Javen Peel? as your MVP insurance, MVP of the game. 4 total touchdowns, 3 in the air and 1 on the ground. His rushing touchdown definitely could have been a play of the game as well. But he's your MVP insurance MVP of the game. Congratulations, Javen Peel. He'll get his customized t-shirt as well, courtesy of the Red Zone, for being today's MVP of the game. You can view the full list of plays and MVPs at lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations, Javen Peel, your MVP insurance MVP of the game. Call MVP for the win. Well, final thoughts here in a moment. New Brighton and Freedom both on the road for Western Beaver. They get the senior day victory here today, 47-20 over Mohawk. Mohawk travels to Freedom next week before hosting Riverside. Manny Retort, big thanks yet again, man. We'll talk to you on Wednesday for the podcast, but we will be hooking up again. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you. It was awesome to be part of this. Had a lot of fun and hope to do it again.
Oh, for sure. And again, big props to you. This was an awesome time today. I can't wait to see what's coming up next for you in the future, but you're too busy doing stuff at the school. Get some relaxation time in there, all right, bud?
Yeah, I will.
Appreciate it, Manny. Again, Matt Flannery, our producer, and Ashley Pistachio working the cameras for us. For the entire crew and Manny Retort, my colleague, I'm James Dotson saying so long and stay tuned. Much more action coming your way as the stretch run continues. It's on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Have a great day, everyone.